Like, you couldn't even you you couldn't even spend that kind of money on some like high level recreational shit. Like, my God, like fucking hell, I could trade one of those for a goddamn GTX, what, 3080 from a goddamn scalper at this point.
Yep.
Jack, is there a reason you're trying to look over my arm? And okay, you're just gonna go under my arm and lay directly in my lap.
Oh.
Yes, I know Katie's gone, and you're trying to carry on her legacy by constantly trying to nest in my lap.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like with the Katie and Bambi. Jack was always trying to like show affection and like nest near them, and Katie was always the first one to get all snippy and fangy. What was funny was when their sister Blondie was still alive. Um, Whenever Katie would start growling, uh, Blondie would run up, put her mouth on Jack's throat,
Hmm.
and then growl. Like,
Oh.
she wouldn't bite him. She would just like put it there and then growl and then like back off. It was like, and then that's it. I'm looking for Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon because I know I've still got that fucking. I believe I have a first edition Legend of Blue Eyes Dark Hole.
Nice.
I think I also have a first edition. No, not first. I don't have first edition, but edition Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, that was stupid. That's the name of the set. First edition Pot of Greed. Sorry. I thought I had a first edition Raigeki, but I apparently did not. Or I did, it's long fucking gone. Destruction, Invasion of Chaos. Okay. Let's okay, Secret Rare. Chaos Emperor Dragon. I know they neutered the fuck out of this card.
What then?
Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy the End.
Oh yeah, they did.
They errated the card and neutered the fuck out of it.
I
So
mean,
now it's not even on the fucking banned list anymore because its effect sucks.
right.
It's a similar thing that happened to Dark Magician of Chaos and Sangan. I know. Yeah, Dark Magician of Chaos used to be where when it got normal or special summoned, you could grab a spell from your graveyard and add it to your hand. Now they've neutered it to where you only add the card to your hand at the end of the turn. So it still has to stay on the board, and it has to be the end of your fucking turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sangan is the same effect, but you cannot activate, summon, you cannot activate the effect of or summon a card with a chosen name from anywhere that turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, okay, so you did it to change, to prevent the Yada lock.
Yep.
Well, the classical Yada lock. And then you changed Chaos Emperor Dragon's effect, so the Yada lock can't happen either. Okay. I know there are more newer cards, but the Chaos Emperor Dragon and what was one of the reasons Yada Garasu got banned as well, because he was just such a strong card on his own. Which I have that reminds me, I gotta look that up too. Because I have a first edition and unlimited edition of Yada Garasu and Jinzo from Pharaoh's Servant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, okay, median price for Invasion of Chaos first edition, about $70. Okay, well, I paid 50. Yeah, I paid 50 for mine when it came out, so it's appreciated. Oh my God, he shows up.
I'm 10 minutes late. Fuck you.
I was gonna say I'm so happy to see you, but okay, fuck you too. So you're gonna be so
I'm so fucking happy to see me. Go fuck
What?
yourself.
You
I know
didn't
you're
even last
happy to
one
see
of
me,
y'all.
bag.
Make me cuss you out on air? Fuck you.
Fucking cussed you out on it.
I'm gonna slam my titty balls right in your goddamn mouth.
There we got a new
I'm
follower.
Break your
going to
goddamn teeth.
I'm going
I'll
to
make-
shove my hand so far up your prison pocket. I'm going to use you as a fucking candle holder for my fist.
Don't you dare threaten me with a good time, you motherfucker. I'm over here trying to talk shit to you, threaten you with the fake titty balls. That's the ones with the silicone implants in them. Those hurt when they're smack against your teeth.
I love that should be the fun. I love that saying. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. It's like the evolution of titty balls. It ranges from as slapping good time to don't threaten me with that shit.
Like I said, the meme has a life of its own.
Oh yeah, we are going to make that fuck. We're going to get that over at this point. We're going to get that.
Have you
We're going to get that Jesse character over.
I do have missiles.
Oh, okay.
Pharaoh Servant. Let's. Yeah, I looked up the average price of first edition Ultimate Rare Cyber Dragon. $890 per copy.
Mother of God.
I have a play set. I have never played that are in lightly played condition,
Now,
and they look fucking pristine.
Now's a really bad time.
If you got them graded, you could probably sell them for a good amount.
Oh no, they stay in. Well, if I got them graded, they're staying permanently. Well, okay. Either way, they're staying in my collection. I am not. No, because when I originally bought them, it was back when I was in California. And I was still taking care of my stepdad. And I think I paid like, I want to say 60 or between 60 to 80 bucks a pop. And I got them off of fucking TCG Player.
Nice.
Yeah. So to see that it's appreciated, that it's gone up that fucking high in price. Wow, that makes me eyeballing that fucking PSA 10 Unlimited Edition Dark Arm Dragon from Phantom Darkness. Jesus Christ!
Now it's just
I was because it's PSA graded, so it's in the thing, and I was able to verify that it's real, that it's an actual PSA graded card, and not just a fake. And I was thinking when the stimulus money came in of buying that and just sitting on it. Like, holy fuck! Like. These prices for some of these old edition cards, Jesus.
Yep. Now is it like so? And of course, the reason why these prices have all gone up terribly is because Pork Market.
Well, I'm looking at. Well, this is the secondhand market, so it's like I'm looking at the singles as opposed to buying the packs. Like because the thing is, like back in the day when I was actively playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I would actually buy the like packs from the store, and then eventually I came across a card shop that I went to all the time, and just bought boxes from them, which were not only relatively cheaper but also more fun. Just to buy a box of the new shit, and then open it up there and checking out what I got. It's like, oh, dude, hey, and it's like, hey, can I trade something to that? It's like, sure. It's like, that was how it used to be. Nowadays, like, oh, this money's worth, or this card's worth this much money.
Yeah. Now it's like, oh, hey, man, can I trade you for that? Yeah, sure. I'll trade you a $20 bill for it.
Yeah.
It's like,
come on, man. Like, yeah, there used to be a time where it's like, hey, you got a card I want. Is there anything in one of my folders you're looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for this one. You want to trade it? Yeah, let's fucking do it. That's what I loved about it.
Well, you do know what I mean by Pork Market, right?
The what? Market?
Pork Market.
Pork Market?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Pork Market.
Okay, Pork Market is more or less when people buy cards in order just to sell them to try to get enough. They
buy them to flip them. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay, I feel you.
So that's why cards are so expensive right now, is because Pork Market is really, really big right now on cards.
Times are hard, man. Times are fucking hard.
If you want to be competitive, like you just said, like, cards are fucking ridiculous right now.
Well, this is the most expensive version. The Ultimate Rare First Edition Cyber Dragon. That one's the most expensive version of that card. They have other printings all the way down to common. So if you really wanted to get a playset of Cyber Dragon on the cheap, you can pick up the commons, no problem.
Right.
I mean, fuck, you can still pick up the Duelist Pack Zane, which had Cyber Dragon as a rare with the alternate artwork. Yeah, I picked up a couple of those packs, got like one or
Don't you
two of
fucking
those.
dodge out of my goddamn missile, you fucker. What do you think you are, Dark Souls?
Ended up getting like years ago because when I was starting to rebuild my Cyber Dragon deck. You know, I actually bought a playset of Galaxy Soldier, first edition, super rare, and you know, I picked up the whole playset for like I think less than $15. Now each copy is going for about the same version of the cards going for like $15 a pop. So it's like, well, okay, definitely appreciating value there. I am not complaining.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, Christ, the fucking Badlands card that I have, that my friend, you know, that Dalton sold to me years ago, it was like 60 or $80. Its average value now is $5.75. Holy shit! Fuckers are insane. I understand this is like from a card. Okay, this card game has been going on for over 25 fucking years, and this card is from one of the earlier sets that was made. So I do understand why it's so expensive, because that much time being, you know, passing by the fucking reserve list and Magic the Gathering, all that shit. I understand that. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I'm complaining.
This is fucking insane. Well, like these cards, you know, if you want to get the oldest of the old, like, you know, if you're aiming for alpha, good fucking luck, because those are in the low thousands. Because just, yeah, those are even fewer numbers than fucking revised or unlimited edition. Holy shit. Reminds me of that dude, Martin Shkreli, that scumbag asshole with the buying a pharmaceutical company that was making HIV medicine, and then like jacking up the price of each pill. Yeah, it was like roughly $12 a pill, and then he jumped it up to like $200 a pill.
Yep. On a fucking dude.
Oh, hey, we're up to 25 followers.
Oh fuck, we got an extra follower. All right.
I told you I got a friend of I talked to a friend of mine and he did follow for follow.
So we are officially halfway there, gentlemen.
We're halfway there. Wow! We're halfway there.
Take my hand and I'll make it
Dogs, why are you licking my feet, dog?
Because your feet taste salty.
Yeah, probably. How's my stream?
I mean, the quality seems decent.
Good.
Yeah, the frame rate's pretty smooth, so can't
I'm surprised. I keep losing frames all the time. As long as it's good for you guys, I can kind of deal with all the frame loss I've been having.
Okay, so the most expensive version of Ash Blossom, which is from Maximum Crisis, the average price is $70.
Yep, because Ash Blossom is the most played card in Yu-Gi-Oh, bar none.
Yeah, the cheapest version is roughly $18. So if I really want to play Ash Blossom, I can do that. Yeah, I can get the cheapest one, because that's one of the things. Like I've been watching a YouTube channel, Team APS.
I watch them from time to time.
I love those guys. Those guys are awesome.
The only Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I watch anymore is Xylophony.
I watch Simo. Or Simo. Occasionally I watch Team Samurai X1. Simply Unlucky on occasion, as well as another channel I'm forgetting the name of offhand, but you know, I'm too lazy to look it up.
Missile?
No.
No, well, it's out of power. I'm trying to restore its power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, shoot it with a missile, maybe?
Oh, that thing. Yes.
So, signed here, and here, and here. And here. I fucking love that bit from South Park. And here. Ultra Rare Dark Revelations 4. Cyber Dragon. Because this was one of the copies I wanted. Average. Ah!
Is there another type of weapon you can get?
Maybe.
Average price 140. Are you fucking insane? Market price value $35. Listed price value 140. Go fuck yourself. Someone wants a $200 price tag for the fuck you. Hell no. Oh hell no.
I'm
Hey,
supposed
Fuda.
to. I'm supposed to go here next.
Fuda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about to quote. Sing it with me. Hell no.
No.
To the no. Hell to the no. Shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. I fucking love that song. I bought it when I found it on iTunes. It's like, yes. Ah, so many great songs. That truly was meme worthy. It still is meme worthy. What the fuck am I talking about?
Are they super missile?
Wait, are they? Well, that was kind of underwhelming. It's like arms all shaking, look like you're about to fire up the BFG, and it's just like. Oh.
What about the? Have you gotten the ice beam yet? Could you freeze it and then launch a missile at it to crack it?
No.
Oh.
I'm not there yet.
Well, shit.
I thought I just sprayed it with the. I don't have I might need super missile. Oh, I have super missile. What? There we go. I didn't realize I had super missile.
Yeah, it looks like I saw some debris there.
Yeah, I didn't realize I thought I didn't pick up super missile yet, but apparently I did.
Son of a bitch.
Ow! Oh shit, I forgot to stream to the Discord.
Yeah, well, get out of my house! Exodus!
What about a Discord?
I forgot to stream to Discord.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just thought it's because you're on your side hoe computer and it couldn't
Side
handle it.
Side hoe.
I love that. I have been thinking about purchasing a laptop though. That way I can have it in my room. Sometimes during the winter, kind of be smarter to be in my room with the door closed and the heater on. And that way the dogs, my dog and my cats can nest on the bed next to me. I'm still getting used to only having one dog.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, hey, we got 4 people watching. What's going on, guys?
These folks are watching, waiting for the titty balls to attack.
Oh, well, here they come. Here come the titty balls right now.
Oh, shit. It's about to get real. What's that?
I remember this boss.
Boss is fucking awesome.
I'll bust your fucking ass. Is that what he said?
Something like that.
Huh.
Oh god!
Oh, okay, just double checking. I had to go back to look at the listed median price. Yeah, apparently the market price for Cyber Dragon First Edition Ultimate Rare is $844.50. Median price $890. So yeah, holy fucking shit.
I think this game could have used a little like a boost dash function, like a little like boost to the side dash.
It does, but it's not very. It's very. But this guy's huge.
It'd be really fucking hilarious where like
See,
they gave you that.
I have
that
a jetpack, but it's very small.
Well, it would have been hilarious like if they gave you that side dash, and whenever you did, you would just hear Samus like, "Nope."
With a super missile.
I'm not confident in my ability to hit him because he's blocking my stuff.
I'll block your stuff.
Boom! Took his leg out.
Yeah.
But somehow is still using it as a support structure, even though it's gone.
How the hell do I dodge that? Also, how the hell do I see that?
Well, to be fair, you know, they did study physics, the bosses, they just never studied law.
I mean, you could have just not had the thermal visor on, so that way you could have seen the ice attack.
I have to have it on in order to see his...
Yeah, but you have to, like, switch between it. Like, when he's attacking, you turn it off so you can see his attacks, and then when it's... Yeah, and then when it's on...
Oh my god, I can't dodge that because you only can do a side hop when you're targeting something at this game. See what I'm saying? Like, he blocks my missiles, like, all the time. So that's why I said I'm not confident in my ability to hit him with the super missile.
Nah, it's just when you go hit him with the super missile, he's like, "Fuck off me! Give it a proper aim before I get you in the head with this."
There you go.
I can't! Well, I got stuck!
Try calling him a piece of shit.
No, he used up all of his swear words while playing Dark Souls earlier.
Ah, okay, kind of like how I got so pissed off at Mega Man 10. I was just, you know, I just
Went on that 10-minute rant while we were trying to talk, yeah.
yeah, just slowly over time, calm down. Kind of in that apathetic state, but still fucking going for it.
Thardus. I love that name. Thardus.
Oh, I thought you said Fartus.
No, I'm saying the boss's name. Thardus, see?
Ah, oh yeah, it is.
Oh damn, you got rid of that fucking arm quick.
Yeah, I did.
God damn, dude.
Jesus. What is happening?
Summoning the blizzard.
Like, where the hitbox on that is, I have no idea. It didn't look like it hit me, but I guess it did.
If you don't hit the boss with a super missile once this round, you have to restart. By the way, it's the rules.
My dog is trying to get my pizza. Very distracting.
It's like, hey man, you don't need that. You're playing games, you know, you gotta concentrate. You don't need that.
Still have no idea how to dodge that. There's not enough time to turn to a morph ball and boost out of the way. And like I said, my only way to do a slide dash is by targeting him. Uh-oh.
Half-Life.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, I mean, like, there's not really anything you can do about it. There's no way to dodge any of these attacks.
There probably is, but I just don't, I don't not understand. See, like that, like, there's no way. It's like I have to be dodging preemptively. But I'm like, that's, alright, I just gotta do it. Don't even ask us speedrunners do it because they use cheats and doodles.
Did you just say Cheatsy Doodles?
Yeah.
I didn't know Cheese Doodles had that kind of power.
Oh, absolutely. You ever seen them?
Ask Eric Hartman.
Goddamn. Kind of reminds when I was telling Foxy and my ex-wife about the healing power of a bagel. Never doubted.
Healing power of a bagel.
No, a bagel.
A bagel?
A bagel of bagels. Yeah.
I was in the kitchen a couple days ago, and I was just like, "Hey, could you hand me a bagel?" They were like, "What the fuck did you just say?" I need a bagel. Like, hand me a bagel. They're right next to you. They're looking around. The fuck's a bagel? Like, what do you mean? What the fuck's a bagel? It's the donut without. It's the donut without all the extra trimmings. You give me a fucking bagel already.
First world problems.
Fucking better give me that bagel.
Yeah, I know I've used the morph ball to get out of the way, but it takes too much time to get out in the morph ball.
Look, man, it just doesn't understand your struggles.
Oh, it understands. It just don't give a shit.
See what I'm fucking saying?
Much like the U.S. government.
Oh my god, he rolled right into me again.
Can I please have that $2,000 now? Sure, baby, I'll bomb the Middle East. Well, he finally signed the, like, Congress, the Senate, and, you know, Biden finally got their shit together and got the damn thing signed. So we're getting the $1,400. I'm just sitting there going, yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I appreciate the fact that we're getting it, but on the other hand, I really am not looking forward to the hyperinflation that hits. It's going to suck so much ass. Oh.
No! Fuck off! Fuck the fuck off! Oh my god! Stop fucking rolling into me!
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What?
Finally! See, look, I don't have an exist disposable to get out of the way. There just isn't enough time most of the time. I'm
Go
so dead.
limp!
Oh
You'll
my
take left,
god.
Dad. What the fuck? Ah!
Oh my
Even
god!
Thanos is like, what the hell was that?
No. See? What the fuck? Oh my god.
I know how a midget feels when they're having sex with a fat man.
Give me energy, please give me energy.
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
Oh, energy! Nope. This is the crap that's annoying me the most, is that it keeps changing the camera angle.
I hate that.
I reiterate, Nintendo has never had a good camera angle in any of their games.
Not until modern day.
It's like someone would be like, oh, what about Mario 64? No,
Shittiest camera angle of them all.
that was, I know it was one of the first of its kind, but
It was fine for the
yeah.
time.
it functioned for what it needed to do, but it wasn't great.
my god, if I did this boss all over again, I'd be fucking dick. No! No!
Yep. Here it comes.
Don't want their ice shit. Oh, yes! Get him!
Show this son of a bitch how we do things downtown.
Walking fast. Sucking the first dick that I see.
This bastard's toast!
Give me the help!
Just remember, kids, if
Winners don't do drugs.
Unless they're George W. Bush. They do cocaine.
well, I thought it was they don't get caught doing drugs.
No, that's only if you're rich.
Right.
What I was gonna say was, remember, kids, if an extra-dimensional god or being asks if you yourself are a god, you answer yes.
For no other reason than to stop yourself from getting extra-dimensionally fucked.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing the Ghostbusters taught me. The worldly being is asking if you're a god, you always answer yes. Because you never know what they're gonna do if you say no. And it's like, fair argument. Fair argument.
I'm very concentrated on watching Bump right now. I'm like, you can do it. It's sort of like, it's just like hoping beyond hope that these things drop fucking health pickups. Oh, there's one in the air. Here we go. Oh.
Fucking little cabbage, I believe in you.
Go, you glorious pile of kimchi.
Kimchi made out of cabbage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, kimchi, sauerkraut. Both made from cabbage. Well,
I was
with
gonna say
cabbage.
kimchi
Yes!
is just pickled. I was gonna say kimchi is just pickled cabbage. Nice, dude.
Dear fucking god. I finally, I had to figure out how to beat the boss halfway through. I was like doing like, oh, this isn't too bad. Then I just came like that. I was like, nope. I just started playing really safe.
Okay, I just fought a giant robot creature. The fuck through that?
It was just a rock. That was like
Oh,
his.
is that the?
I will rock the shit out of this planet just
That's
to
the one
get
that
at
allows
you.
you to go up the tracks, right?
Correct.
Spider ball. Yeah, it's a spider ball. What's it to you, dragon?
Fuck you. That's why.
Fuck you.
Oh no.
Fuck you!
Okay, it's R button. There better be an awesome item over here because this is fucking stupid.
Well, you just got an awesome item, so there's not going to be anything.
Yeah, but I thought it might be like a missile expansion.
It's going to be a dick expansion.
That sounds fun.
Oh, to the magma level now.
Well, we were already in the magma level. We're going back to the magma level.
I wasn't here for the last stream. I missed the magma level. There's so much backtracking in Metroid Prime. Well, in any Metroid game, really.
Yep.
Metroid invented backtracking.
Kinda did, yeah.
It's like, oh well, you got this new item. Okay, go all the way back to this other side, back to the other side of the map. Go get this one item. Oh, you got that item. Great. Now go back to the other side of the map and get this item. Oh, you got that item. That's awesome. Now go over here to this side of the map so you can get this item. It's great. Kids nowadays are spoiled by linear progression.
No, I think they're diminished by it, really. I don't think linear progression has been anything for the kids, really. Just don't have to think.
Well, I mean, you have to think. You just don't have to remember that random door that you couldn't get, that you couldn't like enter fucking the first 20 minutes into your playthrough, 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
BRB, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You son of a bitch. No, no.
I'm back, bitches!
Come back, bitches!
Rough riding down the Cuba like, what's up, bitches?
No!
Oh, that's for the not me.
Yeah. Oh my. No!
Oh, bounced you right into the fucking other bastard.
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
Still somehow made it.
fuck are you supposed to get out of there?
Magic.
Huh.
Of good programming.
Well, I saw the magma like heat back up, and it's like, well, how the fuck are you supposed to? Oh, okay, cool back down. Never mind.
See, the problem was that what I accidentally activated on-screen keyboard, even though I swear I turned it off, but somehow it got reactivated. I don't know how. What on-screen keyboard is that it's just part of big picture mode, which is what I'm using right now to find my settings.
Ah.
It's a program for Steam.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But. I might have to cut the stream short because I have like the worst headache right now.
Yeah.
So I might go until like 8 instead of. I might just go 2 hours instead of 3. Just I thought I'd mention it now.
Okay.
What the heck is that?
I don't know, but
Maybe you should think about getting those glasses for looking at screens, because it might be a vision headache caused by looking at images. But
oh right, one of those blue blocker
yeah.
type glasses. Yeah.
They're not prescription. They don't really cost a whole lot.
Yeah. I know Gunner makes a decent pair.
Yeah. I'd recommend trying them. Like the worst they can the worst they can do is make you look cool.
Because they worked well for me. The only problem was I needed them in prescription, and those are much more expensive. And I did not have the money to get my prescription with those glasses. Like, yeah, never mind.
Oh, hello. Oh god.
Why thermal vision, man? Come on.
It is thermal, and it's really hot down here.
That's a reason not to, not a reason to.
It's like using night vision goggles in a well-lit room. You're not gonna get much usefulness out of it.
It also might help with your programming studies, because I know you said you're getting headaches while doing that because you had to stare at the screen for a long time. So.
Oh no, that wasn't due to the staring at the screen for so long. It was just due to the fact that it was just bullshit.
I thought it was just because someone was trying to do coding and you were trying to figure out how 2 + 2 = 5.
Racism.
Like, someone on 4chan actually did a fucking mathematical formula that would have fulfilled the circumstances of 2 + 2 = 5. But even they mentioned with the formula, it's like, it's so convoluted and so out of the way and so out of context, there's no feasible way this would actually be considered a standard answer. Because I read through the damn formula, and it's like, yeah, you're basically playing with decimals and fractions at this point in order to get this, and it's a gross oversimplification. So
it's
no,
basically like I wanted this answer, so I made it happen.
And of course, people that
wanted this
defend it,
gender, so I made it happen.
well, it's like, those who defend the answer is 5. It's like, well, you gotta decolonialize your mind. So basically, you want us to reject all science and knowledge that we know.
Well, yeah, because
I really like
made by
those.
white people.
I really like those people that like reject math and shit because like they're like, oh, life is a subjective experience, and by like bringing things like math and shit into it, like it gets rid of that, and that's wrong. And I'm like, math exists whether you fucking like it or not. What the fuck do you mean? Math is nature's way of communicating with us, mate. Like the golden ratio, which appears like naturally in nature almost everywhere.
Well, I was gonna say, like, the thing they're not realizing is knowledge is power, and if we are relinquishing this knowledge, we are relinquishing power ultimately. Power of thought, power of reasoning, deduction, shit like that.
Well, remember,
and if here, hold on. What they don't realize is that if we are relinquishing this level of knowledge and intelligence, we are dooming ourselves to being ruled by others who see themselves as our superiors. Actual supremacy.
That's their
and they don't realize that because they don't want their precious fifis hurt. And I'm sort of like, no. Because if we're not allowed to question things, if we're not allowed to understand that there is a constant, not a fucking variable for an answer, we would ultimately never be equipped ever again to be able to strike back at those who wish to try to control us.
Well, what if I think about it a little more from a more sinister standpoint? That the people who are trying to break down the social and the math are the people who are trying to control people's thoughts.
Now you're thinking like a conspiracy theorist.
They are trying to control people's thoughts. They do it. That's not even a conspiracy theory.
I know. That's what thought policing is.
It is. The thought policing people is why you don't go on Twitter. You want to be a free thinker? Don't go on Twitter.
If you want to have a brain, don't go on social media.
More or less, yeah.
It's like all of my social media accounts, they're just they're glorified DM accounts. I don't really post. I don't really do a whole lot, but I will answer messages if they're left for me.
As I say, I don't go on Facebook anymore. The only thing I have is the Messenger app on my phone.
The only time I'm on Facebook is if someone who only has Facebook is sending me a message. That's it. Yeah. Outside of that, I don't even pay attention to it. Unless I receive a notification and I go to check it, then fine. I don't actively check it.
That and my meme chat.
Oh yeah.
I need it for my. I need Facebook. I need Facebook Messenger for my meme chat.
Just gotta smack that forearm, looking for that vein. Gotta get
fresh
that
injection of memes.
Yeah, it's all about that hit.
Why are you giving me help? I have full health. Give me missiles.
Because fuck you.
Well, because they heard you were bitching about not getting health in that last boss fight, so they thought they'd help you out.
Thank you for doing absolutely nothing, game.
How dare you disrespect the titty balls?
Fuck the titty balls.
You will rue this day, little man. You will rue this day. I'm gonna overboil you with some fucking corned beef.
Check out what I posted in shitposting, Dragon.
God damn it. Day 364 of quarantine. I have successfully learned how to use the enchantment table. Yeah, so much for that 15 days to slow the spread bullshit. We've gone into the 1 year anniversary.
Well, it doesn't help when no one fucking does it.
What do you mean no one fucking does it? Everyone fucking did it.
10% of the population did in the beginning, Dragon. 10%.
Yeah, but 15 days to slow the spread. And we all fucking did it.
No, 15% days to slow the spread if 100% of the people did it.
My
10%
fucking
of
ass.
the people did it.
Fucking Nevada did it. We're still fucking locked down.
So are we, but that doesn't mean people actually fucking obeyed it. Even during like the biggest lockdown, when all the fucking like restaurants were closed, like Michigan had it real bad. You know that, and like
Yeah,
they
every
still
time I
wouldn't
hear
fucking.
about the CUF, every time I hear about it, whatever state that they're talking about is always the one worst hit.
Yeah, that is weird though.
I'm constantly hearing that.
I never said
this
that we
is
were the
worst
worst.
hit
I just
state.
said we got. I didn't say we were the worst. I just said you know how bad it got with us.
Well, you were leading off with we got the worst.
I literally did not
But
say
you
we
did
got
correct
the worst.
yourself. Because like California, oh, they got hit the worst, and it's like Colorado, we got hit the worst. In New York, we got hit the worst, and it's like, well, which one got hit the fucking worst? Okay, I need to know, because if you keep telling me every state that you're mentioning in your goddamn bullshit story is the one state that was hit the worst from everyone else, I'm pressing X to doubt automatically.
Well, my state got hit.
Because every time they do that shit, pisses me off. It's like, is it or is it not the worst hit state in the union?
My state got hit the least, West Virginia.
West Virginia! No.
Well, because everyone's really far separated apart.
Nobody wants to visit there.
And also,
I don't know why Nevada said they got hit the worst when they had like you guys had like the lowest numbers almost consistently.
Yeah. I
Like,
thought
what?
that was a good suspect, but like I kept hearing about California. It's like, oh, California's hit the worst. Well, I thought it was New York that was hit the worst. Well, then there was Michigan. It's like, well, which one is it? Which one of these three is the worst hit? Because they can't all be the worst at the exact same moment. That would defeat the point of being the worst. Worst meaning the absolute bottom of the barrel.
Says you.
Well, it's like, okay, so basically we're at
Who are
this
you
point,
to
like,
define what worst means, Dragon?
well, first of all, you didn't use my goddamn pronouns, so I'm constituting that as violence. So fuck each and every last one of
the one
y'all.
that got hit the worst is the one that had the least titty balls.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I think we can all agree on that.
I could use a lot more titty balls in my life. Female viewers, if you're interested, send me titty balls. It's like P.O. Box 555 66 777. You gotta put all the sevens in or it doesn't work. Kalamazoo, goddamn.
P.O. Box 8675309 8675309.
Can't believe the fucker. Well, okay, you didn't put the area code, but that actually was an actual number.
For those who remember, like for those who are old enough to know that song, well, actually, everyone in our audience is old enough to know that song.
Probably.
Or at least they have enough interest in older music before their time.
8675309.
Because like for me, it's like I grew up listening to like golden oldies and stuff like that. So for me, it's like I heard a lot of those older songs before I was born because that was the shit my mom listened to.
How did you hear them before you were born?
Basically, So for like I hear some disco, I hear some good shit with the disco. Even though I know in general it wasn't all that well, okay, it was overplayed to fuck, and they eventually we have to phase this music genre out, only to have it come back, in smaller doses decades later, which is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine, because if you overplay a specific genre or an artist or a specific song or something like that too much, it gets to the point where it's even if it is objectively a good song, it's on my goddamn nerves, and I need to stop for a while.
As I say, the only artist that was successfully able to do that, well, there was two. There was Michael Jackson and Eminem, because they both dominated their fucking genres so much and released so much music that it just didn't matter. They were just everywhere and no one cared.
Well, like especially in the case of Michael Jackson, it's like even though he had like a shit ton of music released over the course of his life, like he had a pretty damn good variety of music stylings.
Oh yeah, like same with my
There was a
like same with Eminem. You go like look
Yeah.
at like if you
Rap
if you
God.
compare any two of his albums, they almost sound like like besides like the voice, like you could swear it's two different types of music. Especially if you compare like Slim Shady to like Recovery
Rap God.
or Rap God.
Or Destiny. Like yeah.
Almost sounds like two different fucking genres of music.
Or even Stan, you know, it's just like
Fucking Stan.
Oh,
Fucking Stan was just him fucking like he came home one day just really pissed off and he just like did a spoken word poem into the fucking mic and they're like, yeah, we can sell that.
well, it's also interesting because like supposedly the story surrounding it was based off of a similar incident with one of his very obsessed fans.
In fact, it's become such a meme that a stan is an extremely obsessed fan.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there. It's like it's a great song, but unfortunately, it's like it's one of those songs that like it has an element of truth to it.
Yeah,
which cuts even deeper because we're all sitting there like we've all like encountered a scenario that we've heard about with someone with like a celebrity or someone that we really like.
Yeah,
ending
but I'm
up having
not
a
kill my
stalker
girlfriend
situation.
because Miyamoto isn't talking to me. Miyamoto senpai.
Oh, you're the reason Mother 3 got canceled for a US release, you son of a bitch. Yeah,
he threatened to like kill his daughter if like if Miyamoto if Microsoft released any more Rare games. He's the reason we didn't get like Congress Bad Fur Day 2. The referring.
Referring. But I am the reason why microtransactions are currently #1 in the hood.
Swear to God, I'm gonna choke you to death with a goddamn spoon!
I think that's the consensus of pretty much everybody.
I will hate fuck you with a sandpaper condom.
Damn.
You know what that reminds me of?
Zero punctuation?
No.
That's where I got it from.
No, Human Centipede 2.
Oh God.
That guy where that guy humped somebody with a barbed wire wrapped around him.
Dear fucking God.
That's gotta fucking hurt for the user as well as the receiver. I wouldn't want barbed wire anywhere near my dick. Even if it was a koala's dick, good fucking luck getting that anywhere near me.
There we go.
You know, like almost like 80% of koalas have syphilis, right?
That's why I usually say koala's dick.
Dude, I freaking hate koalas, man. Oh, suck.
Man, they're so fucking adorable.
They are, but they're so dumb. They're the dumbest creatures, some of the dumbest creatures on the fucking planet. You know, they won't eat leaves. That if you give them leaves to eat, they won't eat them unless they're on a branch because they won't realize that those are actually leaves.
I mean, you know, they're like eucalyptus is like poisonous to them, right? They just eat it because they like it.
Right. Because eucalyptus try to make it, it's like, hey fucker, stop eating my leaves, and then they're like, eh.
Yeah, Foxy actually is afraid of koalas.
They are kind of ill-tempered.
Did you blow that up?
She's seen what they look like when they bare their fangs and get all angry and shit. And they get fucking aggressive when you piss them off.
Oh yeah.
They'll fucking come at you. They won't give a damn.
That looked breakable. My bad.
And
of course, this is also a woman who doesn't like any sort of sweet tastes with any sort of meat. So sweet teriyaki, fucking sweet barbecue, none of that.
What? I love barbecue. Every
I
kind
know.
of barbecue.
Although she's also...
Introduce her to Sweet Baby Ray's. She'll change that tune.
Well, God damn it, I meant to get someone. I meant to get someone. I was at the damn store, and I fucking forgot.
She's also an odd woman. She's also an odd woman who likes the flavor of pickle juice, but not the actual texture of the pickle slices.
Oh,
That's fine. You can have her. We should have her. We should introduce her to gherkin pickles sometime because they have a much different texture.
I love gherkin
really
pickles. I love all
Gherkins.
forms of pickles. Sweet, sour, savory. I fucking love them all.
Sweet gherkins are just the best pickle ever.
Oh, they're so addicting, and they're small, so you can kind of just snack on them, you know.
Oh yeah, like if I'm not careful, I'll just snag a jar out of the kitchen and just be like, well, this is my life now.
I've done that before. Well, okay, I used to get like a small jar of gherkins from the store, and while I'm watching a movie or something, just crack it open and just enjoy myself. Just that crisp, tangy, sweet and tangy fucking...
I had a friend who would like take gherkins to the movies.
Jeez.
Like sweet
Yeah, they always
gherkins
got
to
the
movies.
It's like movie theaters, they usually have those big old fuck off cucumber pickle in a bag thing, and I'm just sitting there like, where are the gherkin pickles, man?
The fuck? Since when? I've never seen that.
Oh, in California, they had them at several theaters that I went to, mostly Cinemark and AMC. This is way back in the day before the current 1984 apocalyptic world now that we're currently living in. I'm just waiting for the rage zombies to fucking appear so I can
look. The Democrats are just like they're gonna calm down soon. They just gotta figure out just gotta figure out a reasonable lie to tell everybody so that way they can break the quarantine without anyone caring. They've already been elected. They don't give a shit anymore. They're just looking out. They're just trying to find a good reason to call it. Give it time. They'll figure it out.
They're trying to find a way to combat true shaman pressure. Yeah, because we all know true shaman pressure. Fuck you just said? He means, we're gonna fight the true terrorism in the world. Oh, so you're now his translator now, huh? Yes. Fuck you. You're the ones that told me to believe Fauci, and he's been wrong on every single fucking thing he's given an opinion on.
Hey,
why are we still listening to this fucking man?
Because we were told. Because we were told to.
Like, oh, you don't need to wear a mask. Oh, you do need to wear a mask. Oh, you need to wear 2 masks. It's like, okay, fucknut, which is it? Just wear the whole box. God damn it!
I meant like they said like either like just quarantine yourself for 2 weeks, like limit your exposure to outside, or like if you need to go outside and you can't get quarantine, just remember to wear like a little hospital mask. Yeah, it'll all be fine. It'll clear up in 2 weeks. So what did we do? Literally 10% of the population did that. The rest of them did the exact fucking opposite. There were literally people going to protests a week after this happened, chasing people down in the streets and coughing on them, Dragon.
That's assault?
Yeah, that is assault. Also, another thing I find fascinating is even with the vaccines that are in circulation and the fact that we have more doses on the way and we can reach, proper immunization, we still can't take off the mask, really? If you have both doses, you can't take the mask off. What's the fucking point?
Well, that has nothing to do with legislation. That's just private business practice now. They've terrified everybody to the point where that's like what everybody thinks.
Well, the mandates are still in place in most states, so it's like, okay, even with the vaccination, immunization shit, you still can't? Really? Fucking really?
I'm actually kind of okay with masks always being...
I never had a problem with masks from the begin with. Like, it was such an unobtrusive way to get through this, and everybody just viewed it as like this fucking atrocity.
Active terrorists.
The problem is it's used as a psyop to condition us to be conformed.
I think thinking like that is what causes that. If you just view it as what it is, if you take it for what it is and stop overthinking it, I think we could have got it would have been a lot easier.
Don't get me wrong, I've been following the fucking mask mandate. I have. I'm just waiting for it to eventually drop so I can actually take this goddamn thing off. Because
Oh, no,
personally
like-
myself, even though I don't mind wearing it, it's stuffy under this fucking thing. And it sucks when I'm walking around at 2 hours at a time getting shit done, and I'm sitting there blowing my own exhaust in my face, and I look like I've got fucking instant COVID, you know? It's
Like, no, I don't get me wrong. It's really
I don't have it. It's just I've been walking around for an hour, breathe my exhaust in my face, and I'm hot. If I could take this thing off, it'd be nice because I could cool off and enjoy the fresh air, but fuck that, you know?
Don't get me wrong. I know it's annoying. It's just I don't like people.
That's why,
like,
yeah.
I just don't like the over dramatization of it.
Well, I know
Like-
some people are out there like, oh, they're trying to take her, they're trying to take her freedoms. I'm just saying, it's like, no, I don't necessarily think it's that sinister, but I am fucking annoyed at it. Like, I do believe, you know, now that the fucking vaccines are in circulation, we can kind of relax a little bit with the fucking mask shit. Like, can we chill just for a moment here? Can I hug Nan now?
Nope, I don't want to.
She's got 30 seconds before she feels over.
I don't want to chill because just like Fuda was talking about, the 90% of people that just see people that are coughing on them. I don't trust like that.
Well, no, that was only like 10% thing was only for the initial 2 weeks. I was just bringing that up to
No,
Dragon.
I'm just saying, like,
That-
I don't
yeah.
trust people at all. So I don't
That's
think...
fair. I don't trust people as far like in any capacity.
Look, the only person I'm gonna trust is the woman I give my seed to when we eventually have that moment where we're both like, I think we're ready to start a family. I will give exactly one fuck, and it'll be to her. Anyone else? Fuck off.
I don't trust. I don't trust that dick all. Like, I don't trust people for shit.
Sometimes unfortunately, it's like, look,
People can't even handle not putting Gorilla Glue in their hair, man.
Look, I don't appreciate being fucked by anybody.
You need the magma
Mr.
weapon.
Dragon.
You
It
need
depends
the-
on if she gets out of school yet.
You need the firearm cannon.
Is it really?
Yeah, it says it's vulnerable to weapon.
Weapons fire, not fire weapons.
I think I'm definitely gonna try getting a bag of the mango chili beans from Jelly Belly. I'm halfway through this fuck off bag, and I've only been eating it, snacking on it. You know, little here, little there, a couple of beans at a time. Yeah, it's taken me roughly 2 weeks to get through, like halfway through this. Okay. The thing I really like about these is that, you know, aside from the different recipes to blend the flavors to make a different one, you really can enjoy these things just one bean at a time, which is really nice. There you go, baby. Hop back in. There you go. Now you can get back in my lap. Damn, that was an abrupt landing.
I fell pretty far.
Yeah, bam! And it's like, ah, oh, my fucking knee!
Thomas is a very strong woman.
See the
The shock absorbers in that suit gotta be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, they are.
Like Tony Stark would be looking at that suit going, ooh, something useful.
Yeah. So Thomas could kick Tony Stark's ass. Let's just be fair.
I mean, have you seen her suit?
If he didn't have time to prepare it, yeah, she'd beat his ass. She'd floor him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the moment he saw that suit though, he'd be like, "Oh man, so many ideas."
Yep.
Yeah.
If he didn't kill him there, he'd come back with a suit exactly like it.
If he manages to force a draw where he's able to get away, oh, he's coming back with a vengeance.
Yep.
Because like Samus doesn't design her suit, you know, she's a bounty
No.
hunter.
Right.
He's
Exactly.
gonna build that thing like, oh no, this is mine now.
It's like,
Yep.
oh, your suit gave me some ideas of my own. Check out the improvements.
Yep.
That's one of the things I do. It's one of the things I do love about the MCU. Tony Stark is like, even though he is a cocksure, brash, out for himself kind of guy, he learns over time. He basically goes through this big ass fuck off character arc.
Yep.
And what's really interesting about it is,
well, he's a good character because he has flaws. But don't worry, I'm sure his successor that's coming along is going to be just as good.
Riri Williams is going to be so great.
No, I don't want to even hear her name.
Riri Williams.
But see, they can't really do Riri Williams because of how they did the thing. Because they're gonna have to change Riri Williams' backstory in its entirety, which I'm perfectly fine with, by the way. Hers is probably the worst, like, how to become a superhero story I've ever heard.
Hey. Internet gas.
I said one of the worst. Also, that one doesn't count. It never officially released.
No, but it exists in the internet, and as we all know, the internet is forever.
I really hope someone at Marvel like leaks it on 4chan or something.
Oh god, I really don't. I really don't want to read this thing.
I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna watch like your boy Zach or someone or just some guy review it.
Why would you wish that upon them?
They make
why would you do that to someone you like, man?
They make their living that way. I want to give them, I want to watch their stuff.
It's like those fans
backstory of a fucking character. You're not Tony Stark. Oh, really?
It's like no.
I'll show you.
No, she said you'll never be Tony Stark, which is still truthful, even in context, because she still isn't Tony Stark. But that's like one of the just race teacher, like a girl standing there, vehemently.
Oh yeah, the whole race baiting that went on there.
Yeah,
it's like I want to be like Tony Stark. Okay, that's really good to have goals. Wait a minute, you're supposed to tell me I can't do it.
Give a shit.
No.
Why?
Okay. Let me go over the whole story because it's even worse than that. Okay, so what she said is she was like, I want to be a nurse or something like that, or I want to be like a doctor. And trying to get the teacher to say, oh, that's not really a job for a woman. And the teacher didn't buy into it. They just said, oh, that's fine. You do you. That's perfectly fine. Plenty of people do that kind of thing nowadays. And then she just stands there vehemently waiting for her teacher to say something that she can't do, and then the teacher finally caves in and says, "Fine, you'll never be Tony Stark." And then the girl just like, bingo.
And then of course this 16-year-old girl,
super genius, smarter than anyone else on the planet.
It's somehow somehow smarter than the man who spent 30 plus years studying robotics and has created the most advanced scientific marvel the world has seen. Well, one of them. There's still Reed Richards.
Yeah, although they don't talk.
No one talks about Reed Richards. One of the smartest men in the fucking MCU. No one fucking talks about him.
Well, he hasn't been properly introduced yet. You have to remember that. Well, they just got that property back from Fox.
Well, see, they'll never be able to do. I think they should just do a total and complete.
I can't wait until Reed Richards' son is born. I can't wait till they introduce the reality-bending Lord of the MCU into it.
I'm hoping to God. I just want them not to fuck up Doctor Doom, because we've gotten 3 portrayals of. We've got 2 versions.
I didn't
of
mind
Doom.
the original fucking Fantastic Four. I know that's controversial, but the original Fantastic Four movie, I liked it.
I still enjoy it myself, but I do also acknowledge it's not a very well made product. It's a very flawed product. The Fan 4 stick was a complete botch. Because I watched that as well as the other 2 movies, and it's like, I'd rather have the other 2 movies that were more lighthearted about shit than this fucking overly dramatic uber emo shit that
Well,
I'm
it's
just
just
like,
because that
what
was
the
still
fuck
in the.
are you doing?
It's still in with the following the fucking shit that was wrong with Spider-Man. The Spider-Man trilogy just focused on how fucking poor he was for 3 movies.
Yep. It got really
Yeah, they couldn't
tiring.
have-
Literally,
that.
the action and shit in those movies were literally just to break up the drama of him being a poor student.
So here's an idea. If you want to sit there and make some decent dosh, move the fuck out of New York City. The fuck you gotta be close to that town for, or that city for?
Plus, the dude's a fucking genius. Like, just fucking go work in a lab or something, man.
Yeah, you can work as a tech assistant. They make decent dosh.
He did do that in the second movie.
Yeah,
It still somehow managed, like for the whole movies to be about the foreclosures of my, like, all
Yeah.
like.
I'll pay
it's
your
hard to
rent
hear
when
from
you
film.
fix this damn door!
It's just.
Like, I just thought it was
Okay.
way too into Peter Parker's...
Plus,
oh, well,
they
it
got
sucks.
the worst possible fucking actor for that. Tobey Maguire. That dude looked like he was about to break down crying.
Every second
And even
time.
when he's absolutely happy.
Right.
But Uncle
Spider-Man
Bingo.
was this, like, cocky, trash-talking son of a bitch who's best friends with Deadpool.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah,
like-
but they didn't have Deadpool rights at the time, so they
Yeah.
couldn't.
I'm not worried about them connecting Deadpool in those trilogies. I'm just saying. Like, literally, in the comic books, he would rather go to Deadpool when he needs help than the X-Men, even though he was friends with them too. Well, kind of friends. He didn't really like them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, have you seen the current X-Men? They're literally segregationists. I mean, who would want to hang out with them?
Oh, look at this! It's reverse racism. It's just racism.
It's just
Okay.
racism.
Like,
No,
what,
it's reverse racism because
like
we're
that's-
oppressing the whites. It's racism because you're oppressing the whites. No, it's reverse racism. Look, it's still racism, jackass. At the end of the fucking day.
There's no such thing as reverse racism, or it's just racism.
Yeah,
What
the
do you mean?
condescension crew have come back from being, from as the jury on this, and all 3 of us have declared it's still fucking racism, shithead.
Wait a minute. Fump hasn't weighed in on this. Fump?
Wait. If you disparage one race over another, it is racism.
Okay, so all 3 of us, 3 to Nailch, 3 to Zilch, it's reverse racism is racism.
I
Case
just
fucking closed.
I just couldn't put words in his mouth, Dragon. I'm just not that
Put
type of
words in my
person.
mouth, Daddy.
Ah, God.
Here, I'll write words on my dick and put it in his mouth. There we go. I'm putting words in his mouth. Oh yeah.
No, and see, like, I see the sort of thing has just been. This is kind of like what I call being gun shy. People like constantly saying like, oh, like, white people are racist over and over and over again.
Yeah, because we're conditioned to think that.
And it's funny. People eat it up. You have like a growing amount of people that actually believe that they are racist just because they're white, and it's like this is not a good behavior. It's not a good.
You know what?
Well, we want to eliminate racism, so what we're going to do, how we're going to accomplish that is by telling everybody that they're racist.
That's right.
You know how
I'm
I
not
get
sure.
around that shit?
With a grapple?
No, just energy.
No, that's how Samus gets around that shit. It's like how I deal with that shit is okay. Here's the hard reality for all of you, keyboard warriors on the internet. All of you, standing up fedora tipping bastards standing up for the honor of milady. There are assholes in every fucking group, every fucking gender, every fucking demographic, every fucking ethnicity, every fucking country.
That's because being an
Get
asshole is not
over it.
It's not specific to gender or anything.
No
Everybody is
matter-
different. Personalities vary.
No matter what position you have in life on any topic, whether you're ambivalent or fervently for it or passionate about it, there's going to be someone on this planet that is diametrically opposed. to your opinion and your
It's
position.
almost like there's 7
It happens. It's natural, and they're not literally Hitler. So let's stop using that fucking terminology, because we've made Hitler look like a fucking teddy bear by comparison because we've overused it.
Right.
If stubbing your toe makes the fucking curb that you stubbed your toe on literally Hitler, you're fucking you've got so many first world problems compared to what actually is important in life. And if you can't fucking acknowledge that, you need to go fuck yourself.
So here's the thing.
And I don't mean like fuck off. I mean you need to go find a nice, quiet, private place and go jerk off, flick your bean, jerk your ween, bring up whatever non-offensive erotic material that gets your boat floating, and just get bust a nut and be done with it.
That?
I hit the wrong button.
Because I think one of the problems here is these fuckers are frustrated because they're not getting laid. It's like, you can take care of yourself better than any other person could ever take care of you.
I love how this ancient statue is programmed to respond to your new age techno suit.
Yeah, but it's kind of like ancient technology that's also like, you know how it is in RPGs where the best technology in the whole game is like some ancient race that is stopped existing.
No, you have to remember this was an old-fashioned time waster. When people didn't have time to play basketball or their equivalent of it, they would just sit there and put a glowing orb into its hands, and they would just like automatically fire it at that track.
Also,
yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Well, also, Samus was raised by the Chozo, so maybe her ball mode has some kind of connection like that.
And we shall name her the most likely candidate to be drafted by the Women's NBA Association.
Yeah, Samus
WNBA.
Samus is 6'4". She could totally be in basketball.
Yep.
Yeah, Samus is.
But somehow she can't dunk because apparently only men can dunk.
Oh, Samus could dunk.
That's right.
I've seen people make stupid arguments like, "Oh, she's like 6'1", she can't dunk." It's like, she can dunk, but why doesn't she? Probably because
she's
the
not
NBA have rules against it. Like, no joke.
I mean, to be fair, there's way too many fucking rules in basketball.
Yep.
I'll attest to that. That's for sure.
Gonna say, I tried to I used to
dribbling. Take more than one step without bouncing the ball. The fucking it's dribble. It's what was it? Fucking walking.
Hey Lee, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Lee, thanks so much for stopping by.
You're just here to you're just here in time for us to rip on the NBA and basketball in general.
You know what's really hilarious is I found out a few months back that there is no actual rule preventing women from being on the NBA teams. It's just in all the tryouts, many of them don't make the cut. Apparently, from past seasons, one got close. She actually got to like the final cut for recruitment, and ultimately she just got eked out narrowly. She actually almost made that first fucking made that fucking first for women. Like an actual
I am honestly surprised that some team didn't just scoop her up and put her on the front line, because if nothing else, that would be ticket sales out the ass.
Yeah, it's tokenism.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, but if she actually
tokenism, you mean tokenism, Dragon? You mean social justice?
No, I mean wokenism. Yeah, it's like season 2 of Batwoman. We're gonna further tokenize the tokenized character because the original actors thought this gig was shit. So couldn't fucking cut it because she was getting harassed the fuck and left and right. Didn't like the fucking grueling process to make this first season. Said fuck this shit, I'm out. And you doubled down and further tokenized this character that was already tokenized. She's a token version of Batman. So how do we make this tokenized character more tokenized? Oh, we make her black. God damn it! Give me a different fucking character who happens to be black.
I like Batgirl and Batwoman in the comics, though.
No, I'm talking about the show.
Well,
I'm talking about specifically the show. They fucked up so hard for that first season. They doubled down with the woke trash. Made a season 2
Gordon's
The
daughter
woman that
had a
they
really
replaced-
nice character arc.
She's not in.
Yeah, well, we're talking about Batwoman. We're talking about Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, Batgirl isn't in Batwoman.
Yeah.
I was just
Like,
saying I like Batgirl and Batwoman like in the comic book, so that's
Batgirl has way more fucking character development than Batwoman does in the goddamn show.
Oh yeah, no, that's not true. Batwoman comes out as gay as Batman. Oh, and as Kiki, they're so stunning and brave. Stunning and brave, Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon.
Yeah,
what do you have to say to
stunning
that?
that this fucking brave ass script didn't take a brave dive off a goddamn cliff into the fucking waste bin.
Yeah, well, that could have said the same thing
You
about
could
Marvel
write-
Comics in general.
It's like, okay, I expect the level of quality for diverse characters to be the same quality of like Soldier 76's story from Overwatch. Be subtle about it. Be fucking subtle about it. Not with oh my god, yeah. It's like, no. If you want this character to be compelling, make them feel like they
Ice Beam. Yay! I like Ice Beam.
I do not like Ice Beam. Why? Watch. It's fucking slow. Look how fucking slow this shit is.
Doesn't matter, dude. Once you hit you hit your enemies with it, then you just it takes one missile to kill them.
True. But I still
although to be fair, although to be fair, that is the relative speed of a BFG blast.
Okay.
But that's also got telefrag, hit scanning bullshit to like it's the gift.
Gotta hit
shit.
it with the ice blast.
Come on.
Got hit with the frozen ice blast, so you can rub your dick on the titty balls that are frozen now.
Okay, there. I don't know why, but my controller settings are borked. Since I was at the store, like it wasn't working.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, what we like to call Batwoman is a discount. Is a discount superhero, because why she have to be Bat anything? Why can't she just be something different, not Bat? It's like I mean,
there's perfectly valid versions of like tokenized characters that did well. She-Hulk was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was a fucking great character.
Like literally,
then,
she was just
like
literally just She-Hulk.
The recent series of She-Hulk though has been.
Oh, you mean
very...
you mean
we don't
She-Hulk?
talk about recent anything, Dragon.
You mean
yeah,
She-Hulk?
like
She-Hulk.
She literally is a man. She's just a fucking man. She doesn't look feminine at all.
Well, it's like she has some feminine features, but the problem is like her character is written in such a ham-fisted way that like she can't even fucking entertain an issue where she might have a remotely romantic interest in a guy, because the writer can't handle that shit. It's like, because like, oh, maybe there's romance in the future for She-Hulk? No. And it's like, okay. Do you just want us all to step out of the room now so you can kind of play some simple plan and just, look for some sort of blade that you can cut yourself with? I could save you the money for the rest. How could this happen to me? No, not working? Okay. Maybe next time. At least it's
like it's okay if it's okay. Like it's not a bad thing for a character not to have like interest in romance. It's
but the way they handle it is so fucking ham-fisted.
What's that? What's his name? The Silver Shroud?
Ooh.
That fucking.
I'm in a strong, independent black woman. Don't need no man. Except
like
to pay the bill for this shit.
The batshit insane one that just. Like he doesn't. He typically doesn't have a whole lot of like romantic interest in his comics.
It's like when I refer to people to woke done correctly, I refer to people to that to that Singed player that was proxying, saying in all chat, "I'm a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man." We won that match, by the way, not because of the proxy Singed though. Mainly because we were really fucking, irritated that the fucker couldn't get any sort of proxy going on, because they just, oh my god, that bot lane was just strong, independent black woman all over my fucking face, and not in a good way. They knew what the fuck they were doing, so the jungler didn't have to fucking help them. Mid lane was holding their own, so all they had to do was just wait for bot lane to eventually crush us, and they were able to just focus fire the goddamn Singe, kicking her ass right back to the fucking fountain. She couldn't get anything done. I really don't know if it's a woman player, but if it was, I'm giving her the benefit of like she did a reasonably decent job. She just kept getting kicked in the fucking teeth every time she tried to get a proxy going where she was trying to get those waves disrupted. They were ready for this son of a bitch, and they didn't have to split their attention. That was the hardest part, was the fact that I could not I could not turn that tide because I was playing support.
Hey, it's about an hour and a half if you wanted to call it, Fump. I know you said you had a headache.
I was going to attempt to go to 2 hours.
Alright. I just figured like since you just hit a save point, I mention it.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on. It's for the reminder now. You're looking out for me. Oh yeah, so the thing is that the tokenization thing okay, so about the Soldier 76 thing, me and my gay friends, that we were, my gay friends were like, they didn't even give a crap about that Soldier 76 was actually gay or not, because they're like we and them were talking about one day, and they imagined, all of us imagined that Soldier 76 is like a hot dad, like a Liam Neeson sort of character from what's it called, like from Taken.
I don't know who you are,
right?
But I will find you.
Right, so the gay people that I was hanging out at the time who played Overwatch, were just kind of meh on the whole. So I don't really feel like representation is really isn't necessarily a matter of the issue. But
that was the thing where it's like, you have this character who is not defined by a single fucking trait that is not character based.
Right.
It's like, oh, this person happens to be gay, and it's like, okay, what else they got? Well,
no, they're gay.
They're gay. What do you mean? What they got? What else they got? It's like,
don't forget.
Don't forget dreams, fears, accomplishments. Like, where's the fucking hero's journey?
More importantly, flaws.
Right. Don't forget.
That's what I mean. Fears, doubts.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, but most importantly, flaws, because every character needs them.
Don't forget, when they use things like making a character gay and that sort of thing, a lot of these social activist types and other kinds of people use that as a way to deflect criticism. It's like oh, I don't really like this character. Oh, what, are you a homophobe? It's like, I don't like this character. Oh, you don't like women, or you don't like strong women. They use it as a way to deflect. I
thought it was funny. Like, it's funny you mentioned that, because like I remember watching the 2016 Ghostbusters movie.
Same deal.
Where Foxy and I we started watching it.
Yep.
Within 5 minutes, she stood up. It's like, okay, I'm done. I paused it. It's like, oh, what's up? No, I can tell already. This is gonna be like a 2-hour movie where all they do is just talk shit about men and how women rule and all this other crap. And I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this film. I'm going to my computer. I'm going to play some Minecraft. I'm not handling this. No. It's like, okay. And I sat through the rest of the movie because I basically had an idea of what to expect, but I kept my reservations, minimal.
That could have been such a good movie if it was more of like a passing the torch type deal.
I was hoping that would have been the case, but
like
unfortunately...
if they could have gotten like as much of like the original cast, like I think Dan Aykroyd was still alive when the movie came. Was he?
Dan Aykroyd's still alive.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's still alive.
It was Harold Ramis. No. Sorry. I
think 2 of them were dead when it came out.
No. Egon, the actor that played Egon.
Yeah.
One of the original co-writers. He's one of the original co-writers along with Aykroyd.
Like if they could have had just as much of the original cast as possible. Like, just come in and it would have been like this thing where maybe the first bit of the movie was based in 1980 and it was just them like looking at like TV, watching them fight the ghosts and stuff, going like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then it showed them growing up, like wanting to do this, so they were learning how to do it. They were maybe one took fighting classes, maybe one was a scientist, and it could have been this passing of the torch thing,
Here's the original concept that they were initially going to do. They were going to have the female Ghostbusters be a franchise group. because they were going to have it where it was like it was going to be a follow-up years later from the original Ghostbusters films, 1 and 2, and have it be in that universe where they operate in their own city as a franchise. And they were going to have this as like a Ghostbusters shared universe where they could have other Ghostbusters from like California or Virginia or Ohio, have their own branches where they deal with shit.
It would have been really cool.
I would have been on board for that because that would have been an actual passing of the torch.
A good premise for the movie, would have been like, yeah, like a good premise for the movie would have been like, you start off with in this town with these girls, and they're their franchise is failing. They're either not doing well, they're not getting enough jobs, yada yada this, yada yada that, and it's like this turnaround movie where it's showing all about them getting better at their jobs and them performing these feats, and then at the end with just Dan Aykroyd and them coming out and shaking their hand and being like, "Man, you guys are the shit." Would have been
that would have been badass. I would have been fine with that. Also, they really wasted Leslie Jones in that because she actually does have comedic talent. I've seen, material that bits and stuff that she's done, stand up and other sketches, when she, showed up as the bouncer on an episode of Mind and Sia. She has comedic chops and timing. It's just that scripted jack shit for her. She was the token black person in that movie. She was not Winston equivalent. Winston was the everyman. He wasn't dumb. He was sitting there going as long as there's a steady paycheck and along with it, I'll believe what the hell you tell me.
Yeah, he was the straight man.
He wasn't a moron, and they kind of treated her like she was the dumb black woman. And I'm just like, she deserves better than that. What the fuck did you do, Feig? You authorized this. You're the goddamn director for this. You could have made it to where her character was more intelligent than what she looked like. It's oh yeah, you need someone who can drive and knows the streets of New York.
No, I wasn't trying to use bomb. I was trying to use boost. God damn it!
Oh, bloody hell! But yeah, it was just one of the things where it's yeah, I like this character, but it was such a wasted opportunity. You could have done so much more. And then there was the other character, the other female chick that I found out after the fact. She actually is gay in real life. And it's oh, I really didn't know. And I honestly couldn't care less. And then, because in the movie, she wasn't coming off as, gay or anything. She was coming off as, trying to be a wannabe Bill Murray-like. Because she was supposed to be she was supposed to be the Peter Venkman of the group. And I'm just you're trying so hard to be out there and weird that you're actually kind of neither. Honestly, kind of boring.
Honestly, all you had to do for that movie would have been so easy. All you had to do, all I had to do was be a passing of the torch movie, and you could have started a whole new franchise. You could have started a whole new series of movies.
And if you wanted these characters,
TV show, if you wanted it to be.
And if you wanted these characters to exist in this Ghostbusters established, cinematic universe, as they were making their initial attempt to, it's have the original Ghostbusters be there, as the core branch, and then have them being established as a franchise, because there are other Ghostbusters that do that in various states in real life.
Like I said, it would have been so cool if they just showed it as they weren't just the brand new ones. They were it was a passing of the torch. Imagine they're in the final battle of the movie and they're oh no, our disruptors aren't enough, and they're preparing for the worst case scenario, and all of a sudden just another beam hits, and they look over and it's Dan Aykroyd smiling, and then then another beam hits on the other side and it's fucking Bill Murray smiling at him. How epic would that have been?
Because I was thinking, while we're talking about proton beams and shit like that, I was thinking if you want these characters to be, able to stand on their own, have the Jenny McCarthy, the character, since she's the one creating this stuff, have it where she, sees the initial designs for the proton pack from Egon, and then who ultimately ends up tinkering with the design to come up with modifications. and some improvements. Like you could sit there and fire them in like
it would have been
rapid
really
fire.
cool if like
You could
just
fire them
McCarthy
in
was
a
like
charged
Egon,
blast.
like
Well,
Egon's
hold on.
grandkid or something.
Well, hold on. You can fire them in charge blast or in like rapid shots, things like that. And then towards the end, have it where the modifications are not quite enough, and then like you were saying, have Egon or Ray, show up with the beam coming in to help them out. And basically, it's like a similar version of what the modification was, but it's more complete. And it's like, have the Jane McCarthy character. It's like, that's what I was missing. Thank you.
Actually, but here's the real problem.
Because she was the type of character who was coming up with these different ideas and testing them and stuff. There would be a natural possibility for her to have missed a detail that Egon or Ray had later figured out and put together through trial and error, and we're able to share that information. Boom, right there. You have the acknowledgement of like, hey, pretty good job getting this far with this modification on your own. I wouldn't have thought of this modification here or there, that kind of thing. That would have worked really well.
But here's the bigger problem with their whole thing, Dragon, is that Melissa McCarthy sucks dick.
I was gonna say that was another problem. Who honestly believes Melissa McCarthy was the smart one.
My biggest issue was the actors in the film had no chemistry with each other.
Well,
they have there's no chemistry between them.
What I heard was a scuttlebutt anyway. Is that there was a lot of fighting on set. That there's a lot of disagreement with what was going on with the movie. So apparently, it was just a lot. It might have something to do with what you're talking about.
It also doesn't help that Paul Feig, he didn't really have any reins as far as controlling the filming of the scenes. A lot of the footage that was filmed was just them doing their lines straight the first time, and then they just did like 20 takes of improv afterwards, or they just kept the camera running for an abnormally long amount of time after the director should have yelled cut or something.
That only works if you have.
You just didn't want to be the one saying cut, that kind of thing, and it really shows.
See, that kind of style only because there's been a couple movies where scenes wouldn't have been included if the camera hadn't thing and they just caught this really funny moment between the actors. But the problem is that only works with naturally charismatic and funny people, kind of like Mike Myers and Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy in the movie Life.
Yeah,
there was a scene where they're in their old age makeup, and they're being punished by being forced to stand on these empty beer bottles. And one of the things is during the scene, Martin Lawrence, his toe slipped and got stuck inside one of the damn bottles. And because they're filming the scene in a 360-degree shot while it's rotating and they're talking to each other while they're doing this, and you see Eddie Murphy immediately just start laughing to himself. His mouth is open, his tongue is moving because he's trying to suppress the laughter, but he's working with it. And they improvise, and they use that scene in the final film. In the final cut of the film, they use that scene, which is fantastic. It's also a very underrated movie. If no one's ever seen the movie Life with starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, I highly recommend you do. It is a good film.
Long time ago.
I was going to say, older Eddie Murphy movies before he started doing only family shit it's also where it's at. A Golden Child was amazing.
That one was good too. It's also a really good performance by fucking Bernie Mac. I fucking love me some Bernie Mac. I miss him. I miss him. I love him. I love his comedy. I love him as a person. He is a great dude, and I miss him every fucking day. He was the uncle I never had. Because he was such a fucking awesome dude.
You know what other actor I miss? I can never remember his name, but the guy who played the miracle worker in Green Mile.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I really like him.
As flawed and as hokey as that Daredevil movie was, he did a fantastic.
You can shut your whore mouth about my favorite Daredevil.
You shut the fuck up. I will fight you on the beach.
I will
fight you on the air. I will fight you on the land.
fucking take my Dragon Slayer Great Bow out and end your existence.
I don't like
I
Ben
swear to
Affleck
God,
as an
I
actor.
will fucking bottomless trap hole your
That
ass.
was a great movie, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I still don't like Ben Affleck as an actor. He's an alright director, but I don't care for him as an actor.
I love the look of the costume for the Daredevil film. That was really good. I liked it. They had to darken it to keep it from looking like it was Spider-Man because they didn't want to, have that comparison. It's like, yeah, I can understand that. But Michael Clark
People
Duncan
don't realize how badass Daredevil is. Like
Right.
Daredevil, as a comic book character, like he could take on people that teleport because he could hear them arriving before they arrived because he could hear the air shifting.
But yeah, Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin was fucking awesome.
Michael Clark Duncan.
That was a good performance. I love that one. I need to see if I can eventually track down a copy of Underground Comedy Movie.
I'm really sad
Michael
that
Clark
he died. Sorry.
Michael Clark Duncan is in that film as well as a gay virgin who's looking for Mr. Right. I need to see this fucking movie. I know it's it was advertised on TV as only available via VHS. I have to find a copy of this and watch it at some point. I need to track this down. And I know it's sold in limited quantities. It's just like, I need to see this performance.
I'm really sad that he died because if he hadn't died, then the series The Finder would have kept going, and that was such a good show.
It's like Michael Clark Duncan, who also played the voice of fucking Atlas in God of War 2, which was a great portrayal, by the way, and an excellent casting choice.
I have literally never seen him as a bad casting choice for anything.
I still remember the commercial that they showed where there's some skinny pencil neck white dude with Coke bottle glasses trying to get with Michael Clark Duncan's character. Like, I'm saving myself for Mr. Right, and he's like, oh well, Mr. Right is right here, and he's trying to fucking mac on him and shit. And it's like, oh my god, I need to see this. It's like, I need to see this shit. This is fucking awesome. I didn't have the extra cash at the time to really get around to it. Plus, I also thought to myself, this kind of looks like a shit movie. It's like, now I'm into shit movies. So I'm just like, I want to see this bollocks little schlock. I want to see this. Oh my god.
And whenever I think of shit movies, I'm like, man, I should go back and watch Red Letter Media. And then I remember that sometimes their opinions are just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I honestly miss the proper Plinkett reviews. I miss those. And I know, they only do them when they think they can, when they want to do a deep analysis and be analytical and
I
feel
don't mind
that
them
it's
pointing out
appropriate.
flaws in movies that I like, but what was it? We were watching the one for Captain America. Was the one that really pissed me off because they were like, "Oh, look at this shoehorned romance they have with this character." I know I've only known you for 3 seconds and had all these and had no interactions with each other. I'm like, what about all the fucking little rom-com moments they've had throughout the entire fucking movie? What the fuck do you mean?
I would have advocated for what about the rom-com moments, because it's not like they just got off the fucking bus, got to the campus, and just hey, marry
all
me.
The innocent flirting that they did throughout the entire movie, and then they're just oh, there's no setup for this. There's no setup for your birth either, but you didn't hear me complaining until now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's there are some critiques there that they're overreaching or it feels like they're making a stretch for. But overall, I do think, they do make some interesting critiques, especially their first real foray, which was the hour-long Star Wars Episode 1 video, which it still holds up better than their later films or their later reviews for episodes 2
They
and
should
3.
really just stay away from that level of film, because what they're really good at just tearing apart B movies and movies
they did all four of
made.
Well, they did all 4 of the Star Trek Next Generation movies, and I thought they did a good job with those.
I'm not saying that they do a bad job all the time. I'm just saying I think they should stay away from that level of Hollywood film, because they're really good at tearing films apart. It's just the problem is those level of films just don't have enough for them to tear apart.
So they have to resort to nitpicking most partway through.
They have to resort to nitpicking parts that just didn't that overall either weren't that bad or just had nothing wrong in general, and they're just trying to find something.
To be fair, though, the same could be said about cinema sins and gaming sins.
I don't like cinema.
Well, I
Because
mean,
they do a
I don't
similar.
like-
They have a
I don't
similar.
like gaming sins at all. So I mean,
Yeah, because they have a very similar shtick where it's like it's really like sometimes they point out critical flaws in like plot holes, and other times it's just they're just nitpicking for the sake of nitpicking.
And also,
well, yeah, because they're
like,
trying to
I
make
can't-
content.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they're actually trying to be serious sometimes, or if they're actually trying to be satire. So they should probably
I think
separate
they're-
the two things.
I think they're trying to focus more on being entertaining, and
Right, so I
if they
can't
can
really
find
take-
a funny, if they can find a funny nitpick, they'll go for it. And it's like, because sometimes the nitpick is like, okay, yeah, actually that is kind of funny, and other times it's just like, yeah, that was a bit of a stretch, like that was a bit reaching.
Yeah, I just kind of felt like that was just that way too much. It's like how I feel about game theory, the same deal.
Oh, I eventually unsubscribed to them. I got tired of the.
I still subscribe to Gaijin Goomba though. I learned a lot about Japanese culture.
Game theory I unsubscribed to a long ass time ago because eventually there's shit with just like fucking like a Martians faked the moon landing level of fucking conspiracies.
Well, it's like they make
absolutely-
this. They start the whole thesis off by making a statement, and then as you think they're going to explain the statement, they go off on a tangent that has nothing to do with the actual statement they were trying to prove in history.
Or they use the statement as a platform for what they're saying rather than using
The
the
segue,
evidence.
yeah.
Yeah. They're
And
like,
it's
oh,
like-
well, and if we take this like as evidence for this, and I'm like, but that's not evidence. That's just something that you made up as an example for this.
I'm still subscribed to Death Battle because I do enjoy those from time to time.
I enjoy the animated battles,
I thought the
but the
Broly
actual
versus-
scientific critiques, no, they're fucking retards.
I thought the Broly versus Hulk Death Battle was actually really interesting, and also had a pretty good song that I did buy on iTunes.
My
Like I
favorite-
said, like their cinema photography. So sorry, Fump.
Oh, I was gonna say my favorite one was Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher because it's the most realistic one.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that one was so good. I watched
My
that on-
favorite was Boo versus Kirby.
I was
Death Battle?
rooting for Sweet Tooth when he was fighting Joker, but I knew he was ultimately going to get duped by Joker, and I was right.
That's because they're both insane, but Joker's also insidiously genius.
Yeah, he's really sinister and very devious when he wants to.
He's like, it's
He
theorized
was
that he's like,
very straightforward.
yeah, it's theorized that Joker is as smart as Batman. He's just fucking insane. And
Yeah. Ah.
which is why like Joker always loses because whoever plans second wins in fights like those.
Vegeta versus fucking Shadow the Hedgehog was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was, but it was also
Like I said, like don't get me wrong,
Because right at the end, it's like, it's like, yeah, well, like at least I'm taller than you, Shrimpo or Shrimp. And it's like, you just sealed your fate. Fight! And it's just like, yeah, you insulted his height. He's gonna beat your ass now.
I thought it was also
He's gonna hate fuck you with a goddamn Big Bang attack.
you ever
Well-
notice how like Vegeta just got taller and taller as the series went
That's
on?
the fucking hairline, dude, man.
Although I felt like what's it called? What would the death battle between Shadow and Vegeta is probably one of the worst matchups though. Like Vegeta absolutely crushed them. Like
Well, the thing was,
like
like,
chance.
Yeah, in the case of Shadow, it's like his
Shadow would
chaos
literally
control ran out,
Yep.
and Vegeta was just like he's in control of his ki, so he's not running on any particular timer. Like
Right.
much like Goku, he's mastered Super Saiyan form, so he can stay in there as long as he gives a shit. And then as soon as it ran off, it's like goodbye, boom, just hits him with the fucking Big Bang attack. Just
I was gonna say, like,
disintegrates his ass.
I was gonna say, Shadow would literally need chaos control to put up a fight.
He did. He used chaos. He was forced
know.
to use it.
Yeah.
But he ran out of time as the time limit on that.
Could you
went.
imagine
It's
Shadow
like, yeah.
taking out his guns and shooting fucking Vegeta? Vegeta just like, you're fucking kidding, right?
It would have been like a fucking Trunks versus Mecha Frieza moment where it wasn't even a fucking contest. He just would have offed his ass within moments.
But no, like for Screw Attack, I like their cinematography. I like their animations. Their music is awesome, like their audio just in general. Their fucking logic and shit behind their videos. No, hell no.
I miss Daily Dustin and the the Screw Attack Daily News. I watch that all the time. And
All
mainly
right, folks. It looks we're hitting about the 2-hour mark here, and he just hit a save point. So
Yeah, I'm trying to give me like a minute to decide whether or not I have enough. If my brain is going to be able to survive another hour.
that's not a big deal. I mean, I'm doing my thing Monday, and I can always go a bit longer for everybody.
And I tend to go a little bit long anyway if I feel like
Let's ask the chat.
You mean all the 0 people in here?
Well, I was gonna say it's like like myself, I typically go a bit long on the streams anyway, but that's usually if I feel I still have energy to keep going, and we're it's not feeling like we're trying to like force it out for fucking content to pad things out. Because if we're sitting there and we're at the 3-hour mark, we're all just like, oh, this feels like a good place to stop. Like, yeah, let's go ahead and just call it here. Or if it's like, oh, let's keep fucking going because we're in the fucking zone. We do that.
Cool. I haven't done a big done.
So it's like if anyone watching, hi Ma from the Great Beyond.
Huh. I'm gonna keep going.
You gonna keep going?
Yeah.
All right. It's like, all right.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal for me. It just means I get to go back to playing Dark Souls sooner.
I mean, look, I want to go back to playing Dark Souls as well, but I'm enjoying myself playing this or that. They're fun. They're both fun. What can I say?
I got Fump addicted to a mod of Dark Souls.
It's
You
so
are an asshole, sir.
good. Hey, it was either that or Maple Story.
At least
Pick
this
your
was
poison.
free.
They're both free.
What's the other poison?
Maple Story or Dark Souls 3.
Maple Story is freemium.
No. It's on a private server.
Oh, well, I guess then it would be free. But this is still, Dark Souls is still better.
It's like all these years, like
That's
people
debating that.
I think it's like fucking Paul and Fox, you still want me to try Minecraft, and I'm just it's like I don't know. I'm not sure if I would really want to play around kids. I don't know. It's like my language is polluted.
Well, look,
Have you ever seen kids on Xbox Live talk,
Yeah,
Dragon?
Yes.
Have you heard them say the shit I say?
Yes, and I've heard, along with they're gonna fuck my mother with a chainsaw.
Oh.
They're fucking
Try harder than
absolutely.
that. Come on, man. That's
I know. Like,
At least
I'm
like,
just saying,
oh,
Dragon. Like, they
I'm not-
literally are just like kids are assholes.
Look, see,
no.
hold on. The problem is that they're saying they're gonna fuck your mother with a chainsaw. What they should have said is that they're gonna bind your mother entirely and then break all of her fingers, each one at a different time, and then split her in half with a butter knife. Okay, so now that's better.
Oh no. Here's what you gotta do. Like, what they're gonna do is they're gonna find your mom in real life, show up at your house with a bouquet of roses, like sweet talk her all night, ask her out on a date, make it the best date of her life, take her to a steak restaurant that's like 5 stars, proceed to have the proceed to take her on a romantic cruise for 5 months, come back, propose to her, and then leave her at the altar.
Oh my wa, nande shindayo. Nani? I would have just said I'm gonna fucking just fuck you like Lucille.
You could have also accomplished it with like, I'm gonna ghost your mom, but that's not as quite as eloquent.
I'm gonna stick my fingers up your butthole and roll you down a fucking bowling alley.
Nah, I'm gonna put your ass in a ball washer and put it on extra hard.
I thought women were ball washers.
No, they're cock washers.
There we go. I was trying to get this. I had no idea where this power up was. Actually, once I get into triple digits of missiles, that's probably all I'll actually need to finish the game. Because there's only 255 missiles.
I swear to God, bitch shoot. figures out how to do fucking live streaming to the service, I will be using that. Like I will do a simulcast on here and BitChute. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be great. Like I'll do Twitch, Fump should do Facebook, and then you do BitChute. We'll just cover all the bases.
I'm not touching fucking Facebook for any reason.
Alright, I'll do Facebook, and then you do Twitch.
Okay.
I know for BitChute,
And then we'll be everywhere. You can't escape the condescension.
Well, I was gonna say it's like, you know, if I'm doing BitChute, it's like I know I would be able to, you know, get away with more spiciness. The spice levels would be higher than what they currently are now.
Like they just open up the stream and it's you naked in like a leather armchair with a fireplace behind you, like dragging on a pipe. Why, hello there. Welcome to the condescension crew. Everyone's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Goodbye.
No, you gotta no. You're doing that because you got the new. Because you're the one getting the camera.
I gotta wait for that.
I already got a camera.
PayPal, yep,
Oh, okay.
PayPal
Then
card.
then you can turn.
Yeah, I just gotta complete myself with
the
the
time of my life.
and I've never received a gank before. Yes, I swear. This
Yes,
fucking
it's true.
He'll never gank on me.
I was gonna say, Fump likes to sniff glue, but like, that works too.
Yeah, I can just picture like us playing League of Legends, and it's just like the jungler, that Fump's playing, just doesn't move, and then it like cuts to the webcam of Fump, and it's just a goddamn catfish, but it's not moving anything, so the character in game is not moving.
I thought it just cuts to me playing with like a piano keyboard. Like I think I might be doing this wrong.
No, it's just the fact that it's a gag because you're not physically moving because technically you can't.
Oh right. The 10-minute
fucking cabbage.
The 10-minute AFK strat.
Like, God damn it! I knew we should have hired that fucking broccoli. Broccoli has.
And I was telling you that Potato was where it was at. She had the moves.
I thought that their name was gender non-specific Potato.
No, this one was a she.
Potatoes.
We are aware of that. Stunning and brave. Please don't cancel us.
No, please cancel us. I want to see you try. I want to see you fucking try.
Potatoes can.
What people don't realize about canceling is in canceling is entirely on the person being canceled. If they don't care, it results in nothing.
Alright.
Oh, it'd be hilarious if they try to cancel me. It's
Unless
like, don't cancel and just keep going.
I mean, I guess I could spam Twitch with complaints about our channel.
I mean, yeah, they could get us they could actually get our channel reported, but I don't think we have any VODs with anything infringing on channel rights. I mean, we may have said a couple things though that go against the TOS because they add new words every fucking day.
Well, yeah, they also retroactively slam people, so it's like it doesn't matter what we say.
Yeah, like they'll just make a new rule and then be like, oh well, this video infringes on this. It's like, but that wasn't a rule when we made the video.
Yeah.
Don't care, virgin. Cancel.
Yeah, don't care, virgin. It's like, yeah, they'll just retroactively apply it. It's like, oh, he said this thing 30 years ago. I haven't used your service in like 20 fucking years. What the hell are you doing?
Like, imagine if we become a big streamer and we fucking move to a different platform and suddenly 10 years from now Twitter's just like, hey, so we found an old VOD on Twitch where you guys called a woman the C word, and we're like, who are you? What's Twitch?
Oh no, we called a woman Caucasian. Lord help her.
Call a woman Caucasian.
How dare we? Next thing you know, you'll be saying we referred to the lady as a miss. Oh, we did? Oh no! It was Ms.? Oh, that's even worse, because that also suggests that, that the lady was divorced, or no, not divorced, widowed. Oh no, I feel so bad now. Oh, we're off your platform. Oh
You know
no.
what movie I want to watch all of a sudden?
Patreon little channel.
Dodgeball.
I fucking love that movie. Rip Torn, man. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Duck, dive, dip.
Duck, dive, dip, dodge.
It's
Or,
duck,
well, no,
dive, dip. No, it's dodge, dive, dip, duck.
dive.
It's because he says dodge twice.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, he says dodge twice, and I know that's the joke.
Yeah.
It's dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. There we go. Dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge.
Sweet.
What was that? So I don't like Will Ferrell, because I don't like almost any of his movies. But there's like about a couple of them, like Anchorman. Oh my god, do I love Anchorman? The one movie where he's an idiot, but he's like meant to be like a smart idiot.
Loud noises.
You know?
I think it was Steve Carell that does that character.
Yeah, it's the same one who was in The Office.
Yeah.
I really like that movie, but there's this one movie, and it's so far off the beaten path. I can never remember it. It's the one where he's an ex-frat boy, and
Old School.
they open up that. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's the one where and then they open up that frat house for the local college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of these 2000 films I've forgotten about. Like I've watched them and then it's like fucking forget about them years later.
That was like one of the few Will Ferrell movies I liked because it was like.
I was blown away with the other guys. And specifically,
It was. Oh.
specifically the scene where he's in the pub harmonizing with the other old men because he blew me the fuck away with how beautifully he was singing. I had to pause the movie to take in the fact that he was singing so.
I had to fucking reluctantly give that movie. It was good because like I said, I don't like Will Ferrell, and that's one of the the only reason I liked him in that movie was because he was his whole character was he was a really good guy. And I'm like, it was really funny to see him playing that character when normally he's just playing some illiterate fuck nugget like in Talladega Nights.
I actually really enjoyed Talladega Nights.
There's a couple scenes that I like, but for the most part, that was just such a stupid fucking movie.
Like the fucking childhood scene where he ends up hijacking the car. Gotta go fast! I gotta go fast! Like, Bobby!
One of the movies I like was him in the hospital. I hope you have a son who's born with 2 beautiful legs, who's a track star, and then he gets in an accident and he gets them taken away. He's like, don't you wish that evil on me, Bobby?
Don't you put that evil on me, Big Bobby? No, he wants to sit here and complain. He doesn't want to deal with reality. No, you can walk. Oh yeah, I can't feel anything below the leg. Don't you stab yourself in the leg with that?
He's like, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil out in the world.
I cut my brother in half. That
was such an amazing movie.
Brother? I forget his name.
That was an amazing part of the movie. But for the most part, the rest of the movie, I'm just sitting there just like, if this could just be any more cringe. Because for me, cringe isn't funny, and cringe is 90% of Will Ferrell's humor.
I enjoy cringe. It's probably why I like him so much. Because for me, it's just it's that dry, sarcastic humor, and also the very in-your-face, obvious, unapologetic.
See, cringe isn't dry humor. Fucking Letterkenny is dry humor. Holy shit, is that dry?
Watch any Leslie Nielsen movie. Leslie Nielsen is the king of dry comedy. Or Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, I love Leslie.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss him too. Frank Drebin, the fucking maid from goddamn Stan Helsing. Just fucking Mr. Magoo. Like, he was the only person capable of pulling that character off in live action, and he fucking did it. That man was a goddamn boss. And what's even better is the fact that with all the movies he's done over the years, and especially the comedy ones, he didn't change a fucking thing with his acting style.
Right.
I wish Gilbert.
Goddamn beat. It was brilliant.
I wish Gilbert Godfrey had been in more movies. God damn, he was a fucking work. He was a work of art. He was a blessing from God.
My clitoris! I shouted out loud.
I love Gilbert Godfrey, man. People are like, oh my god, his voice makes me want to kill myself, and I'm like, then fucking kill yourself. More for the rest of us.
But he's doing that as a bit because there's an actual rare interview he's done over the radio interview where he actually uses his real voice, where he actually drops the the shrill thing, and he just talks normally for a few moments. And it's like, holy shit, that's actually more disturbing than the fucking voice he's using when he's communicating.
Right.
Oh, it's like Gilbert Godfrey, just. I can't even fucking do his voice, but it's like, I'm just kind of like this. And then you hear him talking normally. It's just like, holy shit, it's like night and day. Fucking well played, mate. Good on you. A lot of good talent over the years. A lot of good talent.
God, I just love the fact that, people are like, oh, I don't know who Gilbert Godfrey is. And I'm like, yes, you fucking do, because I know you've seen Aladdin.
Do not make me have to backhand the fuck out of you. I will slap the dick off your breath with your cock washer. Don't even tell me.
Like I said, we need more movies with Gilbert Godfrey in it. I would fucking take a sitcom about Gilbert Godfrey.
I would write a role for Gilbert Godfrey. Like a character and dialogue designed specifically to take advantage of his prowess.
Not everybody and everybody takes for granted the fact that he was part of Fairly Odd Parents from the beginning till the end.
Yeah. Oh, one of the things I was going to say is I recently watched Dr. Wolfula's review of Creepshow that he did a while back. And I completely forgot Leslie Nielsen's character in the story he was in on that movie was actually a villainous role, and he played it to perfection. And I'm sitting there, it's like, oh right, yeah, he was the villainous character in that one that got his comeuppance at the end of the story. I fucking forgot about that. Holy shit! I just thought that was like seeing him just playing a villainous role straight. That was impressive. Like, no joke. I was just sitting there, it's like, I fucking forgot. Yeah, when you're applying this to when you play everything straight, yeah, you can be a sinister fucking villain without chewing the scenery.
You know what I thought he would have been absolutely fucking hysterical in? As a ongoing a reoccurring character.
What?
Seinfeld.
He could have been a foil for Jerry Seinfeld's character, or fucking Jason Alexander.
Well, no, because he had Jerry had Newman.
That's right.
Hello, Newman. He didn't need another enemy, but he could have been just a nice imagine he was a bodega vendor who was pressuring them to buy shit. And he would just appear randomly throughout the city whenever they were out and about.
While I'm thinking of Jason Alexander, if the viewers out there have not seen, or if you guys haven't seen the cartoon series Duckman,
I have.
You need to find a box set or acquire it via the high seas and fucking watch that shit, because that is our type of humor.
Yeah, it was
that was where I got the fucking because he walks into corn-fed his partner, and it's like, hey, check out the new vibrator I got. It comes in 3 speeds: high, super high, and lots of consciousness. This is just some of the fucking spiel that he does in this series, and it's fucking beautiful. This was well before the days of Duckman in the MCU making that appearance at the end of I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. With the collector and the fucking his whole shop basically just in tatters, and Astro the dog's licking his face, and then you see Duckman, just sitting over sipping a fucking martini. He's like, "Why you let him do that? I mean, you lick your face. It's disgusting." And he sits there and drinks his martini, and it's like, "Oh my god, yes." Oh, I'm sorry. That's Howard the Duck. Sorry.
I was gonna say, why were you saying Duckman? And I'm like, who the fuck is
Sorry,
Duckman? I was actually looking him up on Google, and I'm like, who the fuck is Duckman?
Duckman is a character that is heavily inspired by Howard the Duck, or at least in my observations, it feels like that. It feels like that was the case. Like he was an unapologetically raunchy ass character.
I was gonna say, why don't you just use the ice gun and then a missile to kill these guys? Wouldn't that be a lot easier?
I couldn't target him because he was too far up.
Goddamn analog sticks. You fucking function.
But I just, like I said, I want more Gilbert Godfrey in my life, man. He's not in enough. Like I said, I think he would have been a great reoccurring character on like Seinfeld. He's just like he has just like a shit ton of odd jobs throughout the city. Like wherever they go out in the city, he'll just like turn up working there, and just bugging them. Like, how the hell do you work here too? And then he has like a crazy story about how he ended up working there.
I'll also say this: even though the film itself was not very good, fucking Return of Jafar, Aladdin 2, he was really good in that because like you saw his
good in all of them.
Well, you saw Iago's character make the face turn. Because in the first one he was straight up heel, and then in the second one he was heelish throughout the film, but he ultimately ended up turning babyface.
Yeah, I love that dude to death. Like
as the kid, I love that film, and then as an adult, it's like, yeah, the film wasn't all that good, but it was still entertaining schlock,
I like the what was it?
King of Thieves though was actually
Yeah, I was gonna say King of Thieves. I was trying to remember the name.
I think it was Sean Connery that played Aladdin's dad. You know who I would absolutely cast if I wrote a script for something and they were interested, I would write a role or give them any role they wanted. Betty fuck Mothering White. I would put her in a fucking film where it's just her sitting on the toilet taking a 2-hour shit, and it would sell money. There would be people that would pay money just to see her fart into a commode.
Well, I mean,
not even like there's
a shit ton of people in Germany that would pay that for most. That would pay money for most anybody.
No, but I was just gonna say, it's like, not even in a sexual manner. Like you don't see anything exposed. It's just her sitting and just taking a bowel movement that's 2 hours long.
And at the end of the 2 hours, she just looks over, finally sees the camera, and she's like, "Get out of here, you fucking pervs!" Threatens you with like 32 obscenities.
Yes. Oh my god, yes! 99-year-old woman still making us laugh to this goddamn day. We do not deserve Betty White.
She's the hero we need, but not the one we deserve.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we don't deserve you. But I if I used Twitter, I would fucking already tweet that out. Like at Betty White, we don't deserve you.
Betty White, the hero we need, want, and love, but not the one we deserved.
Yeah. But I love that the fucking quote. She's like, why would anyone want to be like, why do people always say grow a pair of balls? Like those are small, sensitive, and if you want to be anything, be a pussy. Those things take a pounding. Something along those lines.
God, did the feminists take that joke and just go a completely different fucking direction with it.
They took it so far out of fucking context that it was meant to be a funny, quirky joke, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't need men. Fuck them all." It's like, okay, calm down, Sheila.
Imagine fucking
put the gun down, please.
Yeah, Betty White's not advocating male genocide just yet.
She's making a joke. Don't take it literally. This is how humor dies.
Don't worry, if Betty White wants somebody dead, she'll do it herself.
Yeah.
Or like she'll just tweet out this person is on she'll just tweet out a fucking bounty for this for somebody. She'll just tweet out a fucking like a death warrant for this person. It's not fucking approved by any government. It's just like it just says on it like Betty White death list. This person, manner of execution, your choice must be painful, and that's all it is.
Well, it'd be hilarious is like if she actually did a gag like that, people would take it literally, and she like there'd be some asshole that wouldn't understand the joke and be like, "I got you." It's like, wait a minute, hold on, pull the drag shit here, buddy. That was a joke.
What was that? Like, remember that guy who was trying to get a Kickstarter together to be like, he's like, I want to follow Betty White around and protect her because it was that year that like 10 old fucking celebrities died. I think it was the year that Robin Williams died. Oh man, another one that was just perfect.
I miss him so much.
He was another one that had almost no bad movies.
He was a great guy, a great comedian, and a great actor. That's all there is to say. There's nothing else.
Coincidentally, another person who was in Aladdin.
Yeah. Like, he made the fucking genie role iconic. He made it his own. And they allowed him to do it.
Well,
and it made it even better than what they had written down.
Like, Robin Williams, he played every single role. He could be the fucking just nonstop joke reference character in Aladdin, and then turn around and be fucking Goodwill Hunting over here.
He could be, you know, deep, thoughtful, and insightful. He could be like, you know, fucking sinister and foreboding. He could make you laugh. He could make you cry. He could make you give a shit about the person he's portraying. He was that good at bringing in. One of the things.
Remember the Toy Factory one?
Yeah, Toy Story.
No, not Toy Story. The Toy Factory.
Toys. Yeah.
Toys.
Yeah.
Remember that one? That was such a surreal movie, and he just played it so well.
He also did a really good job with that one movie, Jack, where he played that kid that had the growing age, the aging disability thing, where his body would prematurely age faster.
Wow, that was such a sad movie.
Yeah, but he did such a good job portraying, the fact that he was like a 10-year-old kid.
It was so funny to see him hitting on like this younger woman in the show, in the movie, and the woman being like, "I can't go out with you. You're too young."
And then you see him as like this old, frail man by the time he reaches graduation, and it's just like he did it so fucking well.
It really sucks that he never reached that age.
It really is. It really is a shame, but that's something that depression does. Like, some people, they can't handle it. And it's like, the ones that suffer the most are the ones that...
Plus, some things people don't know. Like, Robin Williams had it in his contract. Whenever he was in a movie, they had to hire home area. To do menial jobs, like around the set.
Cleaning, production,
like any job that they could give, they had to hire the homeless in the area.
Yeah,
that man was a fucking treasure.
Yeah, and it's like, that was a fucking class act, and that was during a time where social justice, virtue signaling shit wasn't even a thing. He was just doing it as a guy who wanted
never fucking tweeted about it or anything. It was just something he did because he felt it was right.
And of course, he named his daughter Zelda after one of his favorite games. And it's like, your father was awesome. You're pretty cool too. Like, he even did that fucking Nintendo commercial where he and his daughter were playing Legend of Zelda on the fucking Wii.
I thought it was was it the one on the Wii?
Yeah, I believe it was the Wii. Either the Wii or the GameCube. I'm pretty sure it was the Wii though.
Well, it would have been Twilight Princess either way.
No,
Yeah.
it could have been Skyward Sword, I guess.
He didn't live to Skyward Sword.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just one of those things where it's
It could
like
have been a 3D. It could have been the 3DS remake of Ocarina of Time.
the ones like one of the things I've definitely learned, especially dealing with my own battle with depression, is the ones that make you laugh the most are often the ones that suffer the hardest, because they're trying to channel something that is a soul crushing weight on them to do something productive with it, to help spare others from being in that same level of just that same level of that same downward spiral, or that same black hole pit.
I'm so glad that when he died, they didn't try to just take his doctor down with him, because the way he died. Because I hated that that's what they tried to do with fucking Michael Jackson's doctor.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
And then they're like, oh, look at all this evidence that came out about it. I trust that evidence about as much as I trust that Epstein killed himself.
Yeah, I definitely agree there.
Because when fucking he died of an overdose, that sucks.
It's like I watched the 5-part.
But the doctor gave him the meds, and I'm like, cool. The doctor gave him his meds.
I was just gonna say, it's like I saw the 5-part series that Razor Fist did. That was debunking, or at least it was a counterpoint to the whole, diddle thing. The accusations, that Michael Jackson was brought under fire with, and he basically provided a lot of information that was not made public by the media or anything like that to defend the man. Because honestly, myself, it's like I was pretty even-handed, where it's like I don't know if he did or not. He could have. He may.
There was a good amount of evidence pointing towards it, but also they didn't have anything solid in any way.
But also the counterpoints that he had brought up and stuff like that throughout the I think it was like a 2-hour series, total running time for the 5-parter, where it's like he's bringing up all these counterpoints to fire back, or at least counterbalance what the accusations were levied. And I was like, I already knew this was kind of suspicious already, trying to just rail this guy super fucking hard, but nothing's really concrete. It's all conjecture or hearsay, and they're just trying to act like it's a spoken gospel truth. And I was like, why are you pushing this so fucking hard?
His mouse just slowly floated across the screen.
Are you serious? I have my mouse cursor? God damn it, I'm trying.
I just saw the mouse cursor slowly float across the screen.
I need to get to. I forgot to turn that off. For OBS.
I don't see it on the Discord, but I see it on this. It's just like this little rectangular line on the side. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, on the side of the screen. It was fucking hilarious.
I was just watching the stream at that point in time because I was checking the viewer count. I was gonna say hi to people if there were more people here, and fuck it, I just see it slowly across screen like he's waving to somebody.
The view count on my side, because I'm in mod mode looking at it, it says there's 3, but according to the users in chat, there's way more than that.
Well, I'm in mod mode too, but I see 5. So hello,
I see
y'all.
3. So it's definitely not keeping a live count. Because I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like there's 8 unique users in the chat, including Lee.
Oh, Hayes is in here.
Hayes. Yeah.
What's up, Hayes? How's it going? I know Hayes.
I don't even see Hayes in here. I see Sana. Oh no, never mind. DBX Hayes. Never mind.
Yeah. I mentioned I was streaming today. We were going to be streaming today, and and when I mentioned Metroid, he's like, "Oh damn, I like Metroid," and I'm like, "Oh, feel free to swing by."
Make sure you tune in on fucking Thursday. See me rage at Mega Man 11. At least it'll be 60 frames a second with smooth animations and shit. So, I don't have to worry about unnecessary slowdown. Hopefully.
So I think I figured out my next game after Legend of Dragoon. My next official game. I'm probably going to be doing the Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie. first,
Okay.
like just to cleanse the palate and just to make it a little bit more of an active game.
Good.
But I
I'm
think
glad-
after that, I'm going to be playing a game that I liked when I was a kid. It's called Vandal Hearts.
Oh, nice. I think I heard of that.
Because like I'm getting it, like it's like we've discussed before. I'm getting to the end of the classic Mega Man series, with 11. Then I'm doing
we're chicken.
with Murdered Soul Suspect.
Yeah, that's
I'm not sure what I want to do after that. As like the next series. I was thinking maybe the Disney Afternoon Collection. It's got DuckTales.
Kingdom Hearts.
I'm not doing Kingdom Hearts. I couldn't even fucking stand playing very much into the first game, mainly because I found out that if I just hold down the lock-on button and just tap the attack button, it would win the battle on its own, and I wouldn't have to do any other input. I was able to have a conversation with my now ex-wife while I was fighting a boss fight. I didn't have to heal. I didn't have to fucking dodge anything. I just mashed the button and held down the fucking target button. That was it. And I was like, that's fucking it? No! Come on! Dude!
Most of Kingdom Hearts is like that. Like all the games.
Apparently, except for the Sephiroth fight, which apparently is still lauded as one of the hardest boss fights in all of gamedom.
Are you serious? The boss fight's
sequels,
not
man.
that isn't anywhere near as hard as like a normal monster in Monster Hunter.
I'm just telling you I'm just telling you the general opinion, man.
My general opinion is that those people are pussies.
Well, I could do the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
I
mean,
just
I've
don't get it. Like I'm racking my
I'd
brain.
be down to
How
watch you
could
play Sonic
say-
the Hedgehog.
Like, how could they say that? They must have never played any Monster Hunter game, any Dark Souls game, any, I don't know, Shadow of Colossus game.
Oh, dude,
I
might play.
Like, go ahead.
I've never
I was
played
say I
it.
might play. Well, as soon as he said it, I'm like, man, I might play the Colossus.
I was gonna say, it's
I've
like I
never
have-
played it. I've never owned a PS anything, so.
Like, I've got Sonic CD, I've got Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles.
I'd be down to watch you play some Sonic.
I got the Sonic the Hedgehog episode 4, episode 1 and 2, which is not episodic Sega.
Oh man,
The best
And then
Sonic.
also got Sonic Mania.
I can't wait for you to do
Sonic is still like Sonic 2 for the
I
Sega
love
Genesis.
bitching about the Sonic series because, in my opinion, it still is one of the most mishandled series of all in video game dump.
Even how mishandled it was still considered to be like
Okay, I do have to.
like shoulder to shoulder with Mario, like the character wise. And I'm like,
Was
Sega just fucking shit the bed.
Okay, I do have the Encore DLC for Sonic Mania. Okay.
oh,
I have no idea why they did it.
I also got
they're
Psychonauts.
pumping it out because they needed to keep it, put out a game, if pants or not. You know, like, they didn't abide by. Well, they're always in opposition to Nintendo, but they should have really taken Shigeru Miyamoto's advice that a rushed game it is bad forever. But you know,
Yeah, delayed game is potentially good.
which is what should have happened with Sonic 06. There's no way that game should have come out in any way, shape, or form that it wasn't.
You know, I say Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis was the best, but like the one for the Dreamcast, though.
Of Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2?
It's
Okay.
Sonic Adventure.
Oh look, hey
Okay.
guys, look, see, look, the
I have
fish,
both
the fish
those
are
as well.
frozen. Look, the fish are frozen and ice
God damn.
Somehow you aren't, though, who's in the water.
because
Oh,
I'm
this
in a
is-
spacesuit.
I've also got the Double Dragon trilogy.
If I can survive the vacuum of space, I can survive some water. Okay, you know.
I'm just more concerned about the fact that there's like fish that are obviously frozen in like a thin sheet of water because like you can see so far, like so clearly through it, but the rest of this isn't frozen.
Water only can only get so cold before it turns into ice. If it
Yeah.
Water is a
Oh, what
lot
the
of
hell is
different.
that? Oh, is that another energy thing?
No. Purple.
I know at some point I want to do a playthrough of the Resident Evil series. From the PlayStation, like from the first original game all the way up to the current ones.
Oh yeah.
Or is that a Powerball thing?
No, it's purple. Watch. See?
Oh, it's your suit upgrade. It's the moon suit, right? Oh, no.
Correct. No, you got it.
Oh,
It's
it
a
is the moon suit?
Yeah, gravity suit.
Oh,
yeah.
gravity suit, that's the word.
I also found out that in the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2, they also suffer from engine emulator lag. So expect me to miss drop inputs again when I'm trying to make a fucking precision jump off the ledge of something.
Hey man, if you can play with the kind of lag I've been playing with the Metroid Prime,
Yeah, I know. I'm just sitting there, it's like, oh great, expect me to fall into more pits again. I know it's going to be fucking tough as balls, but at some point, Castlevania Collection and Contra.
I call Castlevania Curse of Shadows.
we should all take
Or
turns.
Symphony of the Night.
We should all take turns playing a different Castlevania, maybe, because there's just so many.
I'm not really
Castlevania
interested.
too.
I'm not too concerned about the Castlevanias pre-PlayStation.
I want to play the first one. I've beaten it one
It is
time.
tough.
It's really
It
But
is-
like I really
it's
liked
tough.
Symphony of the Night, and I really like Curse of Darkness.
I will play, fucking Belmont's Revenge, Simon's Quest 2. Or, yeah, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. I'll play that one because, one, I don't think either of you guys would be able to get very far in it without a guide. And two, if you're trying to talk to NPCs and work your way through the game, it's some really fucking cryptic shit. Like, the translations on the dialogue was completely piss poor, and in many cases, made no fucking sense in the context of the game. Like, one of the the infamous kneeling with the fucking, I think it was red or blue crystal, in order to move forward in the game, you had to go to one of the fucking dead ends, equip the crystal, face the wall, and kneel.
right. And the tornado
And
comes takes you away.
not just that, but you have to hold it for like 10 seconds before a tornado comes up and whisks you over to the rest of the fucking game. And if you talk to the NPCs in the game, there's no fucking information. They do not give you any. All they say is like you need
Hit your
to
head on something at the hill or something like that.
No, you have to, you have to sacrifice. I think it was, sacrifice something or yourself on the hill,
I
and
know
basically
it's
it's
Neil
just,
on the hill or something like that, but like it
Yeah.
didn't really make any sense.
Dragon,
It makes
check
zero
out the
goddamn-
check out the thing and other shit posting real quick.
I feel like there's a power up back here that I missed. Hmm.
Hey, Vanner.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jade?
Hello. Good to see you,
Bro,
man.
if I ever bite ribs and it's bread, I'm sending everyone involved to Sky Daddy.
I just feel like there-
Imagine if you bit into a McRib and it was just bread.
Oh
like-
no,
Oh,
McRed.
That would piss me the fuck off. I'd be sitting there like, okay, first of all, I owe you one. Second of all, I owe you one. Wait, that was the same as the first one. Yeah, I owe you twice. Because I have to send a fucking message.
Yeah, I don't see. I
Not
swear
accepted.
that there's like a power up somewhere in here.
Keep talking and I'll owe you. Keep talking and I'll owe you 3 times.
Fucking motherfucker.
Okay,
I
your day
will.
started. It's a good
Okay.
time to get your day started.
Nothing like getting your day started at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, he works nights,
Yeah.
douche.
Well, so do I. Doesn't mean I haven't been up since like noon.
Yeah, but you tend to keep the hours of a crack whore, so, you know. Some of us here, you know, we don't sit there and eat our breakfast off of a mirror, you know what I mean?
I don't eat my breakfast off of a mirror. I eat it off of like
What,
the
hooker's ass?
18. No, the 18 pizza boxes in my room that Crimson's responsible for.
I think
Oh,
you're
fair
talking
enough,
about
fair enough.
cocaine there.
I know, but I was making a separate joke,
Okay.
you know, to keep the joke, to keep it going.
Unless you're Hunter Biden, then you snort it off of, underage cousin's ass.
Mm.
No, if
That
I'm
was
Hunter Biden,
fucking stupid! Why?
if I'm
Why
Hunter
would you
Biden,
do
I'm
such a thing?
if I'm Biden at all, I'm snorting my crushed up Alzheimer's medicine off a
Oh, that's
Kamala
a good
Harris's ass.
remembrance. It's like, Hunter, why? Why would you do such a thing? I know why, but still, I have to sit there and give you a guff over because it's just like, God damn it, D'Lo. We talk about doing outlandish shit on the stream. We don't advocate for that. We don't. It's just meant to be a joke, not reality.
What, snorting
God
coke off
damn
a
it.
hooker's ass?
No, off of an underage cousin's ass.
Oh.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
16, from my understanding. 16 or 17. Still underage, but, you know, still not something you should be doing and taking pictures of it. Or if you're doing it, don't get fucking caught, okay? Jesus Christ. How hard is it to just have a functioning thought in your head?
Hard for
Man, don't judge people. They're trying their best.
It's like that one
Look
chick.
at the
from
genes he has to
Terra Planet
contend with, man. Just leave him
It's like
alone.
No, it's like that one chick from Terra Planet that gives the boy a fucking handgun saying, okay, be careful with this. Don't play around with it. I'll be right back. And as she leaves, she gets like about 5 feet away from the car, and all of a sudden you see the kid in the silhouette get his head blown off because he's looking down the fucking thing, and the hair trigger goes off. And it's like, yes! What were you fucking expecting? What were you fucking expecting?
It's an allegory for gun control.
Fuck that! Fuck off!
It's our favorite word. It's our favorite word, Dragon.
You've been holding on to that one. You've been waiting for your, like, this is my moment.
It's our absolute favorite word in the English dictionary.
It was at that moment he knew he could use that word to fuck with Dragon. Allegory! Fuck you!
Fucking hate that word so much.
Yeah, if a bag of Jelly Bellies could be a fucking allegory for America, woke America would be all of the Jelly Bellies separated into their own separate piles, never allowed to touch each other, and all the coconut ones are the ones that just basically get thrown into the garbage disposal.
Oh, so you mean
Yeah.
the white ones?
Yes. Thank you for realizing that.
Yeah, no problem, man. I got you.
Good. Always know I can rely on you. Whew! Getting a little dicey back there. This country, man. I love my country, but there are times where the people in charge of my country embarrass the fuck out of me.
Look, it's not like social justice shit is any better or worse in foreign countries, alright? Some places it's worse. Like Brett.
I love when people bitch
Oh, I
about
know
America.
the place is worse.
I love when people bitch about America, and I'm just like, go live anywhere else. Literally anywhere else,
Yeah,
and tell
I
me.
dare you go any country in the Middle East that's predominantly Muslim and proudly profess that you're a fucking Christian or Catholic. Let's see how far that flies.
Realistically, anything. You just
I
have
give it
to be
about
not
5
Muslim.
seconds.
Because if you're not if you're Christian or Catholic, you're an enemy. But if you're not Muslim or an atheist, you're an infidel. Regardless, it doesn't matter.
At least yeah.
Alright,
At least the
guys.
infidels can be taught to repent and accept Allah.
Yeah.
And our Prophet Muhammad, peace and praises be upon him.
Yeah, we can't. Remember, guys, it's the religion of peace.
And if you don't agree with it, they will bring to you a truck of enlightenment, a truck of peace, and culturally enrich you up front.
Let's see. There.
Well, it looks like we're winding down here for the night.
Yep, let me find someone to raid.
Cabbage needs his beauty rest.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun talking to y'all, even though y'all never talk back to us.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on it, okay? They're shy.
Spread our influence. Convert the unbelievers. Go forth and propagate all that good nonsense.
Yeah, proliferate our knowledge into their brain boxes. Preferably with like a ladle or a spoon.
And if they don't want it, just remember that blackmail exists for a reason.
Yep. It's like, hey, watch a condescending crew or I'll release this information on you to your loved ones and coworkers. I haven't worked in 35 years. Shut up, Grandpa.
I broke
Broke Shadow last night. Oh no! What did you do to Foxy? Oh god! Now I need to know. For the viewers that don't know, Shadow is Foxy. Yeah.
Not the Foxy that's in my server that pretends
No.
to be Foxy. We don't talk about him.
No.
Uh,
No. Foxy is my ex-girlfriend. That's his fiance, and Foxy and I we're still great friends. So yeah. And if anybody talks shit about Foxy, we will cut you.
Wars have
Like
been
not
lost.
just like yeah,
Oh,
not
can't
just
answer
me.
that here. All right.
Fuda, Paul, Fur, they will get in on this shit.
Wars have been won and lost over that woman.
There was a time where
We're all
Foxy
playing
was-
League and somebody just
Yeah.
shit talks Foxy once, and we're just like, all right,
yeah,
that match was a wash. That match was an absolute wash. We were just waiting for the surrender button to pop up, and then they start shit talking Foxy, and we're like, you have awakened the tiger.
See, the funny thing was is she was playing support. I was playing mid lane. I remember that. I think Fuda was playing top lane or jungle. I think it was top lane. And the fucking ADC was the rando.
I think it was
shit.
jungle though, because wasn't I Rammus in that one?
Maybe. I know we would have won that match because we were just like we were doing really well in mid and top lane, and the jungler was having a hard time. But the fucking random fucking ADC was just decided to say, "GG, can't win this lane. Shit support," or something along those lines. And we were all in a fucking Skype call back when we used Skype, and we all had the same instant knee-jerk reaction of the fuck you just. Oh, it's on now, motherfucker.
Not to mention just the
Yeah,
we got all of us and the entire enemy team to report that guy.
Well, we also went out of our way individually and collectively to fuck this guy over as hard as we could. Because anytime I could bait him into dying, I'd do it.
I don't think he got a single kill after that. Like,
oh no,
a single kill.
We made the best attempts to poach every fucking last hit on enemy champions from him. We tried to rob, and we, for the most part,
I know Paul followed him around, taking all
every fucking bit from him.
Yeah, I know Paul followed him around the rest of the match, taking all of his CS.
I did too, because he tried going in the jungle. It's like, oh no, we're doing the buddy system. We're all sticking together. Everybody hold hands. Let's go. And this guy was fucking furious. And it's like, well, and then after the fucking match was over, it's like, well, you shouldn't have talked shit about the Foxy. Now you know better, son. Man, fuck you guys. Fuck you all. It's like, because he was sitting there bitching in all chat to the team that is listening to their opponent bitch and moan, and like they're just gonna
bitch in all chat.
Like they're going to spontaneously just feel guilty that the dude's having a rough game and just throw in the towel and just surrender. Like fuck no. Why would I complain to the person who's beating my ass? Why would I complain to the team that is beating my ass? They're the ones winning. Come on, fucking get some goddamn sense, or at least get yourself some culture. One of the two.
Right.
Oh yeah, we love you too, Foxy. All right, good night, everybody.
All right,
night, y'all.
All right, we're gonna raid Veritasu. All right, have a good night.
Veritasu. Later, bitches. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
No, John. No, he's not singing the John Cena song. He's singing the
John Cena.
No. It's Ram Ranch.
Oh no, I was just thinking the John